Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What is going on, everybody? It's Pass the Gravy, episode number 581. And we're back again. And it is the best time of year, Pat. Football is, like, we're recording this the day before football starts.
Oh, my
Before
dick just
NFL
wiggled
football.
a little bit.
We had a full weekend of college. We got a short week. We're coasting into Thursday, which is tomorrow as we're recording this. Then we get another full week into football, dude. For now until February.
Don't even miss Friday.
Yeah.
You got a Friday game for some
in
unknown reason.
Brazil.
Yeah, and they're airing it only on Peacock.
Only on the cock.
Only on the cock, which
Only
is
on the cock.
and they're playing it in a place where the players aren't allowed to go outside for fear of being kidnapped.
Is it
Which is a great idea.
Is it true, or was that just a rumor that they're not supposed to wear green?
No, so what that one was for those that don't know, Packers and Eagles are playing
Yes,
in
thank you for prefacing that.
I almost said Sao Paulo. I believe it's Rio de Janeiro.
Brazil.
It's like Rio's rival soccer club wears green. So, like, you're not allowed to wear green when you're there in, like, the soccer stadium.
Right.
You can wear green. It's Rio. The fucking flag has green in it.
They can't fly the flag? I don't understand that.
Yeah,
but
no, so that was overblown, but
that
it's just
was
like
a rumor I heard.
rival the soccer team that comes in. You can't wear green or else you'll get killed.
Okay.
Football, they don't care about. They do, like,
Which is
of
good
all
to
the
start
countries
the
we could go
season,
to, they're like, let's go to Brazil. What do they know about football?
None.
Absolutely nothing.
Not at all. They have no clue about football.
Can we shoot a lot of videos of the people enjoying the culture? No, the players can't leave the hotel.
Please don't let them go outside. It was kind of the same way in Mexico, too. They were like, there's bad shit in Mexico. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, but like Mexico, they could still go out. They're like, just be careful. Brazil, they're pretty much telling them, like, just don't leave the hotel.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. If you go near a favela and they pull you in, the police will not go into the favelas. I had a professor in college, or not professor, he was
Favelas are just tiny
slums.
houses.
They're like slums on like the side of a mountain. They're all just built up, but like
Things that sound way cooler than they are. Favelas is definitely in that list.
They steal all the cable. There's lines just running like of all the cable in there. Like whatever gangs run it, then will like sell it cheap to all the people.
That's
And
nice of them.
The cable companies just let it happen because like we won't go in to cut the lines because they'll kill us.
It's a pretty good monopoly the gang has got going there.
So we should definitely send some of our highest paid athletes from America there. It's a great call.
At least it's Philadelphia. That's half of it.
Maybe that's why they're airing it on the cock because like, well, if something happens during the game, no one will see.
They can cut it, yeah. You can cut the cock. You can circumcise the issue. Hey!
Just got to cut the cock,
You just got to cut it. Yeah, dude, we'll get to football. We'll get to football coming up here in just a little bit. I wrote down one question coming into this podcast. What the fuck happened to Summer Sanders?
You said this to me before. I don't know who that is.
You don't know? Did you not watch Nickelodeon as a
I
child?
watched a lot of Nickelodeon as
Do you not remember Figure It Out?
I remember the name Figure It
The
Out. I
big
don't think I
head?
really watched that one.
They had to like figure out the word, like what is the phrase, and then they'd get slimed if they got it wrong. Summer Sanders was the host of that, and then like 3 or 4 other things.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. I watched a lot of Legends of the Hidden Temple.
It's Kirk Fogg is the host right there.
Yeah, which
You-
I would not have remembered his name either.
Mike O'Malley and Mo for
I
Guts.
was like 6 or 7. I don't remember the host name.
I mean, I don't feel like I know what's going on with Kirk Fogg from Hidden Temples, but like Summer Sanders was hot when we were growing up. I mean,
If you say
probably
so.
still is. She's still amazing, probably inside and out. I would imagine.
It was
But
before I hit puberty,
I
man. I,
don't
didn't
know.
think that
I'm
way.
35 now, and I'm like, what's up with Summer Sanders? What's she doing?
Probably OnlyFans.
Well, on her Wikipedia, so I just did it. I did it right before this. I kind of wanted it to be a dry run. Personal life, she's been married and divorced, and now she's married to a Buffalo Bills fan. That's in her personal life info. And then the last thing in her personal life info is that in June 9th, 2007, her childhood home was destroyed by a fire. So, like, I know that Wikipedia is just user-generated stuff. Like, who found that out and was like, well, we got to update the Wikipedia.
Someone who's a big Summer Sanders fan.
And big fire person.
I love that
too.
it's you think it's going to be, oh, she's married to a former Buffalo Bill. No, a fan.
No, he's a Bills fan, but
He's a fan of the team.
her husband's cousin Todd Schlopey briefly played for the Bills in 1987, so she's sort of
Who can forget Todd Schlopey?
Todd Schlopey, the 1987 Bills. Never forget.
She'd married him. She could have been Summer Schlopey.
Oh, dude, that would have been.
That's a name that pops.
That would pop. But Summer Sanders is a great name, anyways.
It
She was
is.
an Olympic swimmer.
She was?
Yeah, that's like her claim to fame. That I was the one thing I knew about her.
I thought the one
when
thing
I
you
was
knew
a
about
kid.
her was that she was on
Well,
Nickelodeon.
on Nickelodeon, when I was watching Nickelodeon, that's the one thing you knew about her is that she's a former Olympian.
Well, go America.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I assume she's American.
For the U.S.
Not Canadian.
For the U.S.
Stupid Canadians.
Yeah, dude. But Summer Sanders, shout out to her if she's listening or watching. We miss you. Hope you're doing all right. What's up?
Hope life's okay for you.
Yeah.
Speaking of Canadians, actually, I saw a...
She's not Canadian.
I know, but I said Canadians.
Oh, okay.
Somebody had made a South Park version of the starting lineup for the Oklahoma Thunder, and then somebody had to change because it's Shai Gilgeous Alexander and I think Lou Dort.
Yeah, it's Shai Gilgeous
Shai.
Alexander. Although, like, it's
They're
spelled,
both Canadian, so they just changed them to the flappy head characters.
Yeah, they cut the mouth. But yeah, Shai Gilgeous Alexander is SGA. That's just what everybody calls him. His name is spelled Shai.
That's why I said Shy.
But I always say Shy too. Like, so you're not wrong, but I like correcting anybody. That's one of those where, like, I'm gonna say Shy 99% of the time, but if anybody else says Shy, I'm like, actually, it's Shay.
I do the same thing with Fogo de Chao. I call it Fogo de Chao, but if anybody says it, I go, it's actually Fogo de Chao.
Because I for my whole life called it Fogo de Chao, and then I did an ad read for them on the radio one time, and they're like, it's actually Fogo de Chao.
In Brazil,
like, well, I'm going to be cocky
pronounced
about this.
Fogo de Chao. In America, it's Fogo de Chao.
Well, look, buddy, this is my country, and we say it the way we want to say it.
Yeah. Like, you think in France they pronounce it McDonald's? No, they're like McDonald's.
Yeah, it's the Royale with cheese, not a quarter pounder. I learned that from Pulp Fiction.
I learned a lot from that movie.
Yeah.
Also, where you can't store people.
Does Marcellus Wallace look like a bitch?
He does not.
Certainly not. Why are you trying to fuck him like one?
Where's Zed? Zed's dead, baby. How the fuck do we-
Zed's dead, baby.
Canadians.
I went to a music festival one time, and the DJ was named Zed. And I knew his name was Zed by the third song because 57 times in every single song, he'd be like, "Where's Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead." And they're like, "Boop, boop, 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 boop," and then the bass drops. And you're like, okay.
Like, you just played this one.
This is Zed. Hey, guys, this is Zed. The guy up there is Zed.
That pisses me off so bad that everywhere else in the world, that's how they pronounce Z. Like XYZ. No, it's Z.
Yeah.
It's not Z. Why? Why is it? Why can't other countries just be as good as us?
We have a guy that does, I'm not calling anybody out by name, but there was a guy that does imaging for the radio station, and imaging is like, you're listening to 94.5 The Buzz, Houston's home for rock and alternative. And they have to also do legal IDs that have to play every single hour, which is KTBZ Houston, Houston's home for blah, blah, blah. But you have to say like the call letters and the city that you're in. And we got a new batch of them a couple of years ago. And I remember it was like KTBZ Houston. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I remember hearing that, and I got very angry in my car. I changed the channel.
Yeah, I was, hey, hand up. They said Zed. That's not what we say. We don't say that. We don't say that here.
I feel like they might teach it that way now, too, which is dumb. They shouldn't do that.
They should not.
It's like they changed that. They changed the way the alphabet song is sang.
How? How's the saying?
Like, instead of LMNOP, it goes like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. See, I can't even do it because I can't. I don't know what letter they're in or what order the letters are in when you get. But instead of saying LMNOP, because apparently that was confusing stupid kids.
I know I was a stupid kid.
They thought the letter was LMNOP.
I thought LMNO was.
But then you learned it wasn't.
Right, I did because I had to ask a teacher, and she was like, "No, Alex, it's LMNO," and I was like, "Okay, well, when I'm saying it, my last name is Middleton. Where's M?" And she's like, "Right there." I was like, "That's LMNO." And I was.
And
in
it
like
took one conversation.
Yeah,
Apparently,
like,
teachers
okay.
can't be bothered to have that conversation anymore.
Yeah.
So they changed the song. It's dumb. I hate it. The world's going to shit.
Yeah.
Where my country gone?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What's going on, everybody? This is. I feel like we're hostile to start the pod, but I don't want to be hostile. This is a time.
I'm usually pretty hostile.
This is a time where we should be very happy. It's a very happy time of the year.
We're excited. We're jacked up. We got adrenaline running through our veins.
Football,
red blood American made.
Robert, what do you got for Precome segment? Like you're the shining light in this podcast. What do you have for us? You don't give a shit about football starting. What's been going on with you?
Just been enjoying the Astros. I had this thought though, not sports related. I brought it to you guys up earlier. When was the last time you guys touched hands with someone who wasn't like a family member or like your significant other? Because I don't think that I had touched someone else's hands until today when I touched Pat's hand.
He did. Robert's hands are very soft.
I don't think I can name another time before then. But I have you guys high five before the podcast, so.
Yeah, to make sure that the audio.
Pretty frequent.
Probably every day I touch someone's hand, whether it's a fist. Well, every day during the week. On the weekends, I don't go anywhere or see anyone, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But like, I'm always fist bumping or handshaking or trying to slap coworkers and they put their hand up to block it.
I just shake hands and I high five a lot. So if that makes me toxic masculinity, then so be it. That's just who I am.
I touch people all the time. Like me and my GM, we just try and like pretty much sexually assault each other every day.
Consensual sexual assault.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's consensual. It's a fun game we play. You just try and grab the other person.
Yeah, it's a fun prank.
Tweak their nipple a little bit, you know? That's what everyone does at work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just picture you walking in the morning and Rod's not paying attention. You're like, got your nipple.
Gotcha. It's chili. That's what I'll do with chili.
You should do it to Rod, but have like someone off to the side film it just to see his reaction.
Yeah, can you imagine how he would react?
Did you just touch my nipple?
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, Rod, I just thought, we've known each other for years now, and I've never given you a titty twister. All my boys get titty twisters.
We're due. You're due, man.
Or do that thing where you like point at the chest and he looks down and you just like
dude, that's a good, yeah, got something on your shirt.
Or at the end of the show, just walk behind him and go, good job, and pat him on the butt.
Yeah.
Butt pat always plays.
Butt pat. It doesn't really anymore, not in the work environment outside of sports.
Well, I'm pretty sure Rod would be okay with it.
I think Rod would be okay with it, but
because if he gets mad, you're just like, dude, you're a Bills fan.
I wouldn't like
come on.
I wouldn't like recommend that as like, yeah, smack your coworkers on the ass.
Same sex. You got to keep it with the same sex.
Yeah, same sex.
Yeah, like I'm not walking around to the hosts.
Well done.
Way to seat that table.
Yeah.
I actually watched a butt video last night.
Oh.
It was a Family Feud clip. It was
that's what you want to call it.
Name something that someone does to your butt that starts with the letter P.
Pound.
Pinch.
That was on there. I'm not sure if that was number one or not, but I think it was.
Poke.
Did somebody say pound and then Steve Harvey's like, you say pound your butt?
No.
It was somebody's grandma. He's like, grandma.
It was something similar though. They said penetrate.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And then Steve Harvey's just like,
yeah. Essentially.
You said you gonna penetrate a butt.
You said that in front of your grandchildren.
Exactly like that. I think it was pinch, push, pat,
poke,
and poke.
Prod.
Mm-hmm.
Pickle.
I think Robert's the only person that pats anything anymore. Like he'll pat a dog on the head.
Yeah.
Nobody does that anymore except for Robert.
Yeah, that's true.
I pet.
I think people pat little kids on the head. Here you go, sport.
See, I act like I'm going to do that, and then I just palm them and stiff arm them.
That's good. Yeah, well,
like
you have to be able to like push them off.
Yeah. It's like 90s hand guarding in the NBA. I'm going to get my hand on you and keep you at bay.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere.
I've been dealing with I'm not dealing with it. Like my niece will come over from now on, from time to time, and like she's 5'6", so like right at like dick height. And kids don't realize that they're at dick height, so they're throwing stuff towards you. You're just like, oh god, like come on, your shoulder just almost made me unable to have another child.
Just hope she doesn't decide that it's funny to hit people in the nuts.
That's why you try to you can't like let them know that it's funny, or else then you're in trouble.
See, the guy getting hit never laughs. Everyone else in the room laughs.
Yeah,
because it's funny,
right?
And you can't help laughing when kids do funny things. They learn that got to laugh. I like making people feel happy.
Funny.
And you're like, no, but you can't do that. You can't walk into school and just yell cunt. Your teachers will not find it as funny as I do.
At least not until you're in college, at least.
True.
And then still a lot of people are going to frown upon it.
Yeah, freedom of speech, baby.
Yeah, freedom of speech. But just a lot of people aren't going to be chill with that.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's like what?
It is,
it's
when
one
it
of the rare
perfectly.
things that Europe does better than us.
Yeah, I'll give them that. I'll give them that.
And I don't know if it's just that word or if just swearing in general they're great. Now, swearing in other languages just sounds great because like when you translate it, like the literal translation never works.
Yeah, and you just sound cool. You seem like you're like well traveled because you know curse words in other languages.
It's like, well, you just yelled at me in Ukrainian. What did that mean? They said your mother was a sick goat. Like it sounds worse in their language, but here it doesn't really.
It means goat fucker, but we can just pretend
that's just a great insult. I'm sorry, whatever, goat fucker.
Yeah, I remember my my Call of Duty account got hacked one time, and I could the email that I used didn't exist anymore, so I couldn't change the password back.
Wasn't this the one where the guy was changing your classes every day?
Yeah, he kept changing my classes, but he was changing it into like a foreign language, and I was like, I don't know what any of this means. So like I typed in one of the things, and it was like, "Fuck your mother in the ass" or whatever is what it translated into, like Urdu or some like Hindi, or it was a Middle Eastern language. But I was just like, what the fuck? And then I was like trying to find a way to say fucking leave my shit alone back in that language.
Get your own account.
It was just a whole thing that kept going back and forth for a long time, and then I stopped playing Call of Duty because I just get bored.
Yeah, it's horrible now.
We don't need to talk about Call of Duty, but still, yeah, cunt. That's how we got to that.
Mm-hmm.
And hands.
And I was thinking about this today. Maybe it's just like an age thing too, but when it comes to hobbies, does doom scrolling count as a hobby now?
That's like a good question.
It shouldn't, but I feel like it does.
Just scrolling in general should be a hobby. Like I like looking at my phone, and
like
there shouldn't be a thing that's that's brain rot. Yeah, dude, I know it's brain rot,
but I don't care. I like it.
This is what I want to do.
Like some people get up in the morning and they run for 6 miles first thing of the day. I get up in the morning, and then an hour and a half later, I realize I haven't left my bed and my phone's at 48%. Because the moment I woke up, I started scrolling.
You want to know a little hack that I've learned? Self-taught is...
What's that?
It was accidentally self-taught, but I was like, I'm going to do Stairmaster for 30 minutes. Got the kid. Got to get back up to the kid. Don't want to leave the wife with the kid too long unattended. Just don't want to put the burden on her. So I was like, I'll do Stairmaster at the gym. Whatever, do 30 minutes. I was just scrolling through TikTok, and then my little buzzer went off, and it was over. I was like, I don't even feel like I feel like I just started this. If you just get on TikTok and you just scroll, and you just mindlessly scroll, and just you're walking up fake stairs on a Stairmaster, and it was just the fastest 30 minutes of my life. Like, I just only want to work out with, like, I might get the Apple goggle things.
Oh my God.
And then just like, if I can run and then be watching TikTok, but also running at the same time, like, I can be so fit.
You're going to get attacked so quickly.
But then I can watch. I could just be watching how to stop an attacker TikToks.
You could,
and then I'm prepared for it.
I mean, you could also, while you're doing the Stairmaster, you could play the Jedi lightsaber one, so you're getting an arm workout at the same time.
Yeah, it's
Double
really
dip.
Endless possibilities.
You're gonna get shredded, dude.
But I do think that like scrolling should absolutely be considered a hobby, and people frown upon it.
It's the lamest hobby.
But like everybody does it.
It's like
what do you enjoy doing at night? Like it
used to be
after a
watching
long
TV,
day.
and people are like, "That's not a hobby." Well, now it is.
Well, I like doing that too, but I also like while I'm watching TV / not watching TV, having the TV on, and then scrolling again. Or if I'm watching the Yankees and they're making me sad, then instead of feeling sad, I'll just scroll on my phone until I feel happy again. And then I look up at the Yankees, and then I'm like, "Oh, this fucking Clay Holmes. I'm gonna be sad again." So then I go scrolling again, and then I just turn the TV off because I know how it ends.
It's just anything that's not a physical activity that is a hobby. It just seems sad.
Yeah,
but I watch TV, I scroll Reddit.
Although I do know somebody that's in a run club.
That's so dumb.
And they did like a relay race this week where it was like they had 4 teams or however many teams they had of this many people on their. I don't know. It was like an overnight thing, and they all ran with their glow
That's real dumb
things to make sure they didn't get hit and stuff. But like they had the best time ever, and I was like, I scrolled. I didn't do that. Like that's crazy, right? Like just like you guys want to just go run 27 miles real fast and then we'll just race each other. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I ruined a brand new pair of shoes. My feet have calluses everywhere and cuts, and they're bleeding. I watched 5 episodes of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, but Saturday was college football, so you're probably really tired for college football. Oh, we didn't watch college football. All right, well, you lose. You lose then.
You just live a
a
vastly different life than we do.
Yeah, you're better than me, but not really because you don't watch college football.
So you don't even know where Dylan Gabriel plays this year, do you?
Yeah, dude, you have no clue he plays for Oregon. You have no fucking clue. You probably still think he's at OU. And it shows.
I will say this, though. USC's quarterback, Mason Miller, I think dude can ball. He looked good.
Mason Miller would be a great rodeo guy.
Oh, great rodeo name.
Great rodeo name.
I feel like a lot of quarterback names translate to good rodeo
Dylan
names.
Gabriel would also be a good
Yeah.
race car driver and rodeo guy too.
Joe Burrow. That'd be a good.
Because that's a solid last name. Like Mason Miller could be a first and last.
But I mean, like Joe Burrow, you'd be like, that dude does barrel races on a horse.
Yeah, Joe Barrel.
Oh, that's probably what they call him.
They definitely call
They
him
would just
that.
call him Barrel.
They definitely call him that. All right. Well, you guys have anything else for Precome?
Nope.
Then how about some Robert Felines? Bobby Felines. Let's get to it. Robert Felines. All right. Robert Felines is the new game we've been doing for a little over a month now. We give you code words for other words. So Bobcat is code, or Robert Feline is code for Bobcat. All of our words will just be codes for other words. The goal is for you to figure out how to get to that. So if you can figure out our code, you win. You don't win anything, but you get that nice feeling. So if you get it right, let us know what you're getting right here on the YouTube comments. Just go comment below that. Got that one right, got that one wrong. And then felines in the chat. Just put feline. Just put Bob Feline. Your own interpretation of Bob Feline or Robert Felines. Whatever you want to say. Comment that in the YouTube video. So yeah, Robert Felines. We're going to give you a category and then a code for what the answer of the actual word is. All right. Think Robert Feline is Bobcat. That's really where it all goes to. All right. I got a couple for you guys.
All right.
Let's start off. We're gonna go easiest to hardest. I think again. This is weather. The category is weather. Woman candy. Woman.
Monsoon?
No. Woman
It's
candy.
like mom.
Yeah. Sugar, sweet.
Getting colder. Getting colder.
Cyclone.
Getting closer. Warmer right there.
It's not tornado.
Woman candy. Think cyclone.
Hurricane.
There we go.
Her.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
good.
why I was dancing around. Like, I actually thought of typhoon and cyclone before that, too. That's the bad part.
I was going to say, think tornado and cyclone together. What could that be? Woman candy.
All right, just a warm up.
All right, her and candy cane. This is a country. My self-counting line.
Counting line?
Counting line.
Iraq. Iran.
No.
I'm out. Like, myself, all I can think of is I.
Israel.
No, you're correct where you're going with that logic, Pat. My self-counting line.
ISIS?
No, not a country.
Well, technically,
Counting
they won.
line like a bet.
My self-counting line.
Tibet?
Think if you're in jail. What are you using to count the days down?
Tallies? On the wall? Italy.
There we go. I was like, put it together.
I could not think of another country that started with I.
I tally myself counting.
Some of my
line.
favorite food, and I couldn't get there.
All right, this is a crime. Category is crime. Large steel car.
Grand larceny?
Close.
Grand Theft Auto?
Yep. Large steel car.
I was thinking steel like the material.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't go Volvo again or whatever you did last time.
It was Volvo, Donkey Horse District Attorney, right? Yeah, I got shit for that last week, so I tried to make them more simple this week. Okay, guys?
It's more fun when you can get them.
All right. Okay, sorry. All right. This is a movie. Bug drink. Bug drink. For a movie.
Bug drink. Okay. Dude, I got nothing on this one. I can't.
Ant water, and soda.
It's got to be ant something. Yeah.
It's not ant.
Oh, shit. All I had was like ant and insect.
Bug drink. It is a movie, and it is also the name of the character.
Drink.
bug drink.
They're not like Spider-Man.
There's a sequel to this movie coming out soon.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yep. Bug
Beetlejuice.
drink.
That's a good one. God, we're dumb.
That juice's drink there. There you go. This is a mythological creature.
Ooh.
Category is mythological creature.
Zoology. All right.
What place howl?
What plays Howl?
What place howl?
I was gonna say Gryffindor.
So not a griffin.
Dragon.
No.
It's not unicorn.
No.
Cthulhu.
What place?
Like
Howl.
I wish it was Chupacabra, but it ain't. Let's see, Yeti, Bigfoot. I got nothing. What is
Think
it?
Halloween. Halloween mythological creatures.
Vampire.
What
Frankenstein,
place howl?
Mummy.
Full moons. Think full
Werewolf.
moons. There we go.
Werewolf. Okay.
What place?
These
where?
are like significantly easier than last week, and we're just doing bad.
We are.
Yeah, I feel like these are gettable.
These are gettable. Like these are how it should be. Where like it's hard to get because you're on the spot, but they're gettable,
Yeah.
and they're not abstract as shit.
Yeah. I had to circle it back, and I think I did a good job. But if you let us know in the YouTube comments, you getting these? Huh? What are you going for? You 4 for 4 right now? Let's see. All right.
I got a mythological creature
All
for
right.
you. Nutless trumpet. Nutless trumpet.
Nutless trumpet.
I'm thinking eunuch music.
Is another mythological creature?
Yeah. Robert's pretty close there.
Unicorn?
There you go. Unicorn.
Ah. Yeah. That is good.
Yeah.
It's very good. Well done, Pat.
The other one I had, this is something in your bathroom.
Okay.
Lyric cleaner. Lyric cleaner. You find it in your bathroom.
Lyric cleaner. Ooh, I don't know.
Like when somebody's got great lyrics, what would you call it?
Bar
Lyric cleaner.
bar soap?
Bar soap, yeah.
Bar soap.
There we go.
Okay. That's good. That was good.
If that didn't help, I was going to say slippery lyric cleaner.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
Shout out Irish Spring, no free ads.
Yeah. Do love them. I do love them. Speaking of Irish Spring, this is a football player. My next last one I got. This one and one more. This is a football player. Irish mom houses.
Patio She-Shack.
Nope.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Ma Homes.
Come on, Ma.
Irish mom houses.
That was good. I like that one.
All right, last one. This is the hardest one. I know this is a hard one because my wife rolled her eyes when I did this one to her. This is a food. Secret Life of Alex and Hair Straighteners. The Secret Life of
So it's a
Alex
food.
and Hair Straighteners.
So hair straightener, I'm thinking Dyson.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. That's the only hair straightener I know.
It's a very niche. I don't expect either of you dudes to get it. Oh no, Robert, you do live with a woman, so
Okay, hair straightener. I'm thinking heat.
think brands.
Okay.
All I know is Dyson.
Dyson. There's
Secret Life of Alex and Hair Straighteners.
There's Chi. There's Revlon. Chi. Okay.
Alex's Secret Life.
Hair Straighteners.
Straighteners. Cheese.
Cheese
Okay.
pizza?
Okay.
All right, so you get half of it.
We got cheese.
Mac and cheese.
There we go. The Secret Life of Alex Mack, Nickelodeon show,
Oh.
and cheese are the hair straighteners.
I didn't know.
Mac and cheese.
I've never heard of that show.
Never heard of that show.
No.
I've never heard of it either.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to hear that.
We got
Did
it.
all you do growing up was watch Nickelodeon?
A lot of it after school. Nickelodeon football.
I was like Secret Life of Alex. I was like,
Alex Mack.
I was trying to remember your gambler name, but
Yeah,
I couldn't.
she could turn like a silver blob. She was in there was like a spill or whatever, and she got contaminated. But then she got this cool power where she could like morph into a blob and go wherever she wanted. A little puddle. It was sick. I don't know why.
That sounds
I remember
fun.
that. Yeah.
That's just making me think of those old Capri Sun commercials. Where the kids like turn into like the silver,
the
thing
Silver
flying
Surfer,
around.
basically.
Yeah.
Robert Felines, everybody. Those are some Robert Felines for you. All right. That was fun.
That was I think maybe our best week yet because we got most of them.
Yeah, I thought we
Need a little help,
we did pretty well. We did pretty well on that.
Those ones were fun.
Yeah. We'll try and do more of those like that. But if you got any Robert Felines, somebody did send me one. I would like to read.
Maybe like if you guys want to submit them to Robert and then he can read them to us.
Yeah, although it is
He can
funny,
pick the good
like
ones.
all of my DMs are just Robert Felines from people. Josh Tree Caudle, shout out to him. He called in
Send them to Robert from now on.
He had Open Phones Friday on the Rod Ryan show, the last hour of the week. You can call in and talk about whatever. And Josh Tree called in and was like, I got a Robert Feline for you. And it was Taken Watermelon Smasher. It's a musician.
I'm trying to remember his name. It was
We talked about him last week.
Liam Gallagher.
Liam Gallagher, yeah.
Why is taking Liam?
Liam Neeson taken Gallagher Watermelon
That's
Smasher.
a good one.
Yeah, it was really good.
That's a good one. I mean, like if you know the Watermelon Smasher,
Right.
it kind of gives it away quickly.
But that's
that's
a
good one.
That's like the whole part. It's like the code.
They should be
You got to be
gettable.
able to get those. So this is from Melissa Hyde, and she sent me this one. Irish Bog Posterior Courtroom.
What's the category?
It's a politician that I was trying to think of one for last week.
Okay.
Politician.
Irish Bog.
Irish Bog Posterior Courtroom. This is a tough one.
Posterior courtrooms. I'm thinking like butt.
You're going there. You're getting there.
Is this Pete Buttigieg?
Yes. Yes. Irish Bogs are Pete Moss.
Oh.
And Buttigieg, posterior judge.
Bro, posterior, I was thinking like the outside of a courthouse. I was thinking, and that's not the word. It's not posterior. What is that? We show the outside.
Posterior?
Is it the same word?
Exterior?
Exterior.
Exterior.
I was thinking exterior. So I'm like, what the hell do you call the outside of a courthouse?
Yeah, she had sent me that one the other night, and I was like, you gotta help me on this one. And she
That's
was like,
a great
Pete
one.
Buttigieg, and I was like, good.
Yeah, send them to Robert. Give him the answers too, and then that way we can work together on some of these.
That works. But yeah, Robert Felines. I'm very excited for the Spooktacular. When we do the Spooktacular, I want to do some live Robert Felines.
Oh,
And
yeah.
We'll find a way to give prizes.
We're gonna have
for
some
that.
weird ones.
That'll
and,
be fun.
and we're probably gonna be drunk, so it's gonna be
even better.
difficulty level impossible.
Even better.
Pronunciation will be shit.
You're gonna love it. You know what else you're gonna love? Our new sponsor. It is football season. Football season's about to kick off. And it's perfect to team up with our new partners at Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy, guys. It's the greatest time of year again. Kickoff is here. Football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got into the game last year by making picks on Underdog. You can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on your favorite players' stats like touchdowns, passing yards, and more. So I have a pick'em entry for tomorrow on my Underdog Fantasy app. You can go sign up with my code AlexTheBuzz. This is also what I'll be reading during the morning show. But my pick'em entry for tomorrow's game, for the Thursday night opener, you got to put 2 or more entries in to count it as one entry. I have Isaiah Pacheco higher than half a rushing touchdown. Or half a touchdown, higher than half a touchdown. And then I have Derrick Henry higher than 15.5 rushing attempts. So if both of those hit, I can win. Out of $5, I'll turn that into $15.75. Yeah, a little $5 bet. That's all you got to do. It's pretty awesome. So go and you can tail what I'm doing right there, or you can make your own entry right there. Making picks on Underdogs is a straightforward process. Signing up for it's even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple to use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code AlexTheBuzz. That's no spaces in that, AlexTheBuzz. And Underdog's going to give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry plus $1,000. in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code AlexTheBuzz to claim your new customer special for a free pick, and your deposit offer must be 18 or older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Underdog Fantasy, welcome to the pod. They're the official sponsor of this week's Comeback Kid segment. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. All right. Our first Comeback Kid this week. We already talked about it. The fucking NFL, dude. Oof. We are back.
Dude,
We've never been more back. Never been more back than we are right now.
We're about 27 hours from kickoff.
I can't wait.
The fantasy's back.
I mean, no one cares about our fantasy teams, but like, yeah.
But it's fun.
But
nobody cares about
back.
your other team, but everybody loves playing.
Also, like, just a little advice. Don't have your draft until the week of the first game. I had a draft last night. Nobody cares who I picked in the draft. Pat has a draft tonight after the podcast. Why do people draft a month out?
It doesn't make
All
sense.
you do is leave room for bad things to happen to your team, and then you're gonna be like, damn it, if we hadn't drafted, then like you gotta do all this shit. Like, just draft like the week of the first game.
I will say, like, the whole reason for it is everyone's like, nobody wants a player that's gonna get injured in the third week of preseason, the last week, when it means nothing. I feel like we didn't have any preseason game injuries this year. Like, people went down in practice, not a lot, but I feel like every year, there's one or two star players that gets hurt in the preseason. We didn't have it this year.
I think we didn't really either last year, also because they play the 3 preseason games and nobody really cares anymore. Like,
they had more players play in the preseason this year than normal.
Yeah, but I don't think they played as much.
Maybe they used to not play at all.
Right. But like, I think they would always play that full third game, and now they'll play like a half of that third game, if maybe a little bit more.
It's normally it's actually like 2 drives that they play.
Yeah, but now like you just don't really see starters for the majority of it. You see them a little bit, but yeah, I think the injuries, which is good. You want less injuries if you're gonna have more over the regular season. But
I want no injuries.
Yeah, I don't want injuries, but I don't want it to ruin a fantasy draft. So just don't have the fucking fantasy drafts until the week of. It's not that hard. Most of them are done online.
Some people though, they're just like, oh, I've got 3 other ones that week.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Which having more than 2 leagues to me is just crazy.
Yeah, I'm just in 2 this year. Just in 2. But then I'm also in like the Survivor League pool.
That's different.
The suicide. Are you in a suicide league pool? Have you ever done that?
No.
Maybe we do a passive heavy suicide league. Oh, there's no way we would have time
what
to
is
get
that?
it together. Suicide league. It's like a Survivor pool, but you just pick a team to lose every week, and you can't pick the same team.
Oh, so you got to pick losers.
So you have to this team will lose this week. If they win, you're out.
Save the Cowboys until it's a big spot.
If they do lose, then you move on, but you can't pick that team ever again. That team's gone.
I think I actually like that more than the Survivor.
Because like everybody's just like, well, this is an easy matchup. It's just the exact opposite of that. It's the reverse of it. Like, what's an easy? Okay, this team's a lock for winning. Like, the Packers are clearly going to beat the shit out of the Eagles. Let's just pick the Eagles to lose.
It's like one of the so you have to decide: am I going to try and get the Chiefs out of the way early, or like when they play a big game, or do I just wait until the final week of the year and go Chiefs? Yeah, like, I'm never going to bet against them to lose, so I'll wait until hopefully a game where it doesn't mean anything and they don't have to play.
Yeah, it's a suicide pool.
I like that.
We can start one of those next year. But yeah, for football season, I would like to start football season off with a quick PSA. There's been some nonsense I've seen online this week. It is not spooky season. All right?
No.
It is not spooky season. It is September. Spooky season is October 1st. I'm not saying you can't buy your Halloween shit. I'm not saying you can't start enjoying Halloween stuff. But do not call it spooky season. It is football season, and you better give us a fucking month, okay? We're going to have football during spooky season, yes. But we're going to just say it's spooky season, all right? October 1st, we're team spooky season. We don't get to have all year spooky season. We don't get to have September spooky season. Don't you dare step on football. Don't you dare step on football. It is football season right now. September is football season. October is spooky season. I'm not saying you can't buy the shit. Get all ready. Get your Halloween costumes ready to go. It is not spooky season, though. Just know you're going early, okay?
Spooky season is fall, and people will go, well, fall is now. It's football. Here's the thing. I'm looking at a tree outside, completely green.
Yeah.
There's no color change in the leaves. You need that for spooky season. It's got to be like, I get it. People that love Halloween, and I used to love Halloween too. Now it's just like it's another day, which is what basically every or non-major holiday has become in my life.
Yes.
Now that I'm an adult, it's just another day. But yeah, put some respect on football's name. Don't be pulling this bullshit trying to change the season already. We haven't even begun the season for football, and people are already trying to skip it to the next season.
We're not like when it's October, we're not going to be like, whoa, it's football season. Yeah, it will still be football season, but it is spooky season. Football season can then coexist with spooky season. Spooky season is not during football season in the beginning, okay? Give us the month. That's all I ask.
That's like, can you imagine if someone was like, dude, it's Christmas season, and you're like, it's November. Like, we have
there are people, and those are also, I will also tell them they're wrong and they need to chill out.
Starts after Thanksgiving. Then it's Christmas season.
You can even say it starts after.
It's Thanksgiving.
I'd like to say it starts. I think Thanksgiving gets skipped a lot.
And it is the best holiday.
But I think you can
have football.
Go after Halloween. That's fine. But really just know that like you should do a Thanksgiving season too. But yeah, Christmas and Halloween, people go way too early on those. And I don't care if you want to go a little early. Don't call it spooky season. It's football season, okay? That's all I ask. That's our PSA. Please only refer to football season for September.
Respect our football season at this time.
Thank you. That's all I will say on that. Also, a thing I wanted to bring up. I don't know if you've seen this, Pat. I feel like we had a run of Jalen's being all the NFL
so many.
was. There were just every team has a Jalen. I think Kyron is the new Jalen. I had never heard of Kyron until like Kyron Williams came along at the end of last year. I know he played at Notre Dame.
Yeah, so I knew about him a couple years ago, but that was my first Kyron as
well. So I did some research. Kyron Lacey, receiver for LSU. They had Kyron Hudson. USC had the insane one-handed catch against LSU. That's another Kyron. We got Kyron Davis from Virginia Tech. Kyron Amadejo from the Bears. He's a defensive lineman. And then there's Kyron Paris, who is a pitcher for the Angels.
Yeah, you're right. Kyron is the new Jalen.
Kyron is definitely the new Jalen.
Which is like, Jalen had a very short run. It was only like 2 years.
I'm not hating on Jalen either. I mean, Jalen Hurts, you're a little bitch. Fuck you. Jalen Carter, also bitch. Fuck you.
Jalen Reed, great.
Jalen Rager, bitch.
Huge bitch.
Is he still on the Eagles? No, he's not. But still a bitch because you were on the Eagles.
Oh, and also he sucks.
Non-Eagle Jalen's are okay. I have no problem with them. The Eagle Jalen's bitches. But Kyron's, I think, are going to take over the league now.
We got to try and guess the next name now.
I just like noticing it. Next year, this time next year, Robert, remind me before week 1, set a reminder to find the cool new hip name.
Is it going to be Byron?
I don't know. We had to see how the draft goes, how free agency plays. But Kyron's, never really knew Kyron's, and it
wasn't a name.
Kyron's a way cooler name than fucking Kyrie.
It's way better.
Yeah, way cooler.
So
Kyler. Kyler is kind of a pussy name.
That's just like that name has been around.
Kyrie,
but like, it was rare.
Kyron.
But it is a bitch name.
Kyron. That's the alpha of all of those. There's Kyle and Kyron. They're the alphas.
Dude, if I was Kyron, I would like my nickname. I'd make people call me King Kai.
Dude,
right? That's the sickest.
King Kai. Hell yeah,
dude. Like it makes me now wish I was a Rams fan.
That's pretty sick.
And also, I wish I had thought of it when he was at Notre Dame. Every time Kyron Williams was beasting all over USC, it could just be King Kai.
That would be sick. How long did he play there?
Notre Dame, 3 years.
Okay, so he was started the whole time?
I think he got some playing time as a freshman, and then like by his sophomore year, I think he was the main guy. But also, he was one of those guys that when he left, I was like, he was really good at Notre Dame, but he wasn't like crazy.
Was it a Darius Walker situation?
I think Darius Walker was actually better at Notre Dame than he was.
He had such a flash in the pan year.
He had a damn good college career, and Kyron had a good college career, nothing outstanding. But he's just one of those guys now where this is why you draft running backs in the 5th round.
Yeah,
because like they really, once they start to hit their stride as a running back, kind of is this time.
Yeah,
like some of them are studs. Like Zeke was a stud in college, and you just knew. Adrian Peterson, you just knew. But most running backs, you're like, I'm not going to pick the top guy because he's got a 4-year shelf life. I'm going to pick the 5th round guy. I have to pay him way less. He's going to be an absolute monster for me.
You know, I'm very anti my team drafting running backs in the 1st round. I always been against it.
You've been hurt.
Always been against it.
You got
Never
hurt.
been a fan of it. Hate it. Super dumb move to draft a running back in the first round.
But you guys did it the right way. You just
I don't know
never
what you're
built
talking about.
anything else of the team around him.
They have Devin Singletary. They're fine. They're fine. That's all they need. That's all they need.
They got Dan God.
Dan God too, and Dan God. I mean, in the backfield specifically, but Dan God.
Dan God's in the backfield.
He will be in the backfield. He's basically a running back.
You got to get him running
Basically
again
running
this
back.
year.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, Kyron's are the new Jalen. That's just a thing I wanted to bring up. And then PTG Picks returns this week. PTG Picks also come back, kid, this week. We do need to get a tattoo. We
Yep.
also need to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Let's figure out a date for that.
Yeah, we got to actually sit down and hammer that out now because it has dragged too long.
Robert, is there a punishment that goes with the punishment if Pat doesn't get the tattoo now? What is week 4? Is week 4 our deadline? If we haven't got it by if the quarter of the season
If
goes,
you haven't got it by week 4.
a month into the
Probably
season,
gonna be a secondary punishment then.
okay.
Just
well,
knowing us, we're just gonna keep saying we're gonna get it done because we've been talking about getting this tattoo for years anyway.
Yeah,
and that's why we put the bet down. Then it comes to the weekend, and we're both like, I don't want to move.
yeah. I mean,
You've got a
David,
kid, and I'm fat.
David got the tattoo. He got the Pass the Gravy tattoo, and I was like, first time somebody gets one, then we're gonna go get one. We're gonna make Robert get a face tattoo. Oh, dude, we should do some sort of punishment where that's your punishment.
Dude, if Robert got the Mike Tyson face tattoo and obviously a fake one, but went as Tyson for Halloween, that'd be great.
that'd be so cool.
Robert Tyson,
Bob Tyson.
you would just look hilarious with a fake face tattoo on.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing the teardrop with the microphone. Make it
Dude,
look like a
I like
teardrop.
that.
Oh, a microphone
How
teardrop?
many-
That's sick.
How many pods you've done?
That's copyrighted. Juicy Roll, or not Juicy Roll, Jelly
Jelly.
Roll. You can't steal that for your next face tat.
Juicy roll.
I don't know if he's got enough real estate.
Juicy Roll is the female Jelly Roll.
I like that. Oh, it's Bunny. Bunny XO. His
Well, that's his wife.
wife.
No, it'd be banana bread.
She's thick, dude. Thick but healthy.
I like banana bread. That's good. But yeah, dude, football's back. I'm just excited, man. Also, congratulations to you, Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thank you. Took care of business in Kyle Field. I
Um,
was a little worried about the game, but and everyone's shitting on A&M. They're shitting on Connor Wegman. I think Notre Dame's defense is just legit. Connor Wegman, I think as the year goes on, is going to have a really good year. He was killing it last year until he got injured. People just don't want to believe it because it's Notre Dame. We've been recruiting sick defenders for a decade now. Even under Brian Kelly, now we've got a defensive head coach.
Yeah.
That he's a player's coach. Everyone loves him. When Brian Kelly left, the team told that administration, this needs to be our head coach. He's a sick recruiter too. Dude, we've got studs all over the defense. We might have 2 first-round picks on our defense out of Notre Dame.
That's pretty sick.
Crazy.
And I think Connor Wegman,
Uh-huh.
it's not a quarterback name. It's not a quarterback name. I can't trust a guy named Connor Wegman. All right. I'm not going to, that guy's not leading my team into battle.
Also,
All right. I'm going to lose that game. You should have known that. That's why I bet Notre Dame, because I was betting with Pat, and then also I was the second I was oh, that's the quarterback's name? Yeah, fuck that.
a video went viral of
Sam
him after
Hartman,
the game too.
quarterback name.
But have you heard of his voice?
No.
So they had that mentalist dude come in to Texas A&M. I saw the video after.
Mentalist.
And they pulled him up, and this is how he talks. Nah, dude, on God, dude. No,
Ooh,
don't do that.
he's
Nah.
code
And you're
switching.
like, dude, you're from Spring.
Yeah.
That is not how you should talk. He should talk like we talk, because
Not
Spring
allowed
is
to code
basically
switch.
Katie.
That's problematic.
And he's nah, dude, on God, I don't do that, man. I don't play. Nah, I ain't taking off my shoe. Dude, nah, you play too much, dog.
Maybe watched a lot of Malibismus Wanted.
Dude, I
growing up.
get it that that's kind of just the slang, but you hear his voice and you're if you stubbed your toe,
You're at Texas A&M.
if you stubbed your toe, you wouldn't go, oh God, man, that hurt. That's not what you sound
Will you
like.
just get a clip of Pat doing that, please? I'd like to use that in future. We'll
Dude,
mark that.
I mean, this mentalist, he's bussing, dog. With that, that's
On God.
it was the most. And if I had seen that clip beforehand, I would have bet 10 units on Notre Dame. I heard his voice, and which I know I'm contradicting myself, saying he's probably going to be good the rest of the year. But man, I kind of want to bet against A&M every single game now.
Yeah. A&M also doesn't do themselves any favors when they're putting the spotlight where college game days out there. And like, again, not hating A&M graduates. It's a great school.
I like A&M.
It's fantastic. Not a huge fan of A&M, but
I love the school. I had a lot of fun partying there.
There's some things you have to. I also partied at A&M. I think there's some great people who went to A&M, but some of the stuff that they do is just you like, well, what do the Democrats call it? Weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right?
You
It's
kept
real
all the
weird.
dumb traditions and got rid of the one cool one.
Like when college game day is like, and check this out. We got our A&M people, and then it's the dudes in the white painter's outfit. They're just like, look at us. Look at us. Let's go. Thank you for saving my computer.
I wish that the
Whoops.
the midnight yell
Whoops.
for Notre Dame had
Whoops.
like I want to know what corny jokes they had against Notre Dame.
And I heard Notre Dame.
They're the Irish. Well, when they leave Kyle Field, they're going to say, I wish we hadn't had to play there.
I heard they're going to be leaving as the hunchbacks of Notre Dame.
This is probably exactly what they said.
If you do not know what we're talking about, just pause the podcast right now. Open up a separate window.
And just type in Yell Leaders Midnight Yell.
Yell Leaders. Yeah.
Or Yell
A&M
Leader Insults.
Midnight Yell. Just A&M Midnight Yell Leaders. And then they'll be like, okay, like Sam Houston. They're like, all I know is that Sam Houston ain't even in Houston. And there's like, yeah, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Like I get Yell Leaders 60 years ago. It was probably a pretty cool tradition. Like back then, it's just...
When it was just you and the boys?
We've progressed
Yeah.
way past it.
Then we
We're
got girls
so
for
far
that. And
past
no,
Yell
we
Leaders.
use the women to do this now.
Just keep them in the core of cadets. That can stay. That's still a cool tradition. You got to get rid of the Yell Leaders. Even A&M fans, they're like, yeah, dude, we don't like it either.
Yeah.
But it's tradition.
It's tradition. A lot of A&M is tradition. Not winning traditions, but traditions nonetheless.
No, you know what I found out? Do you know when the last time A&M won their conference?
There was the Southwest Conference, right?
It was 1998.
Yeah, it was the Southwest Conference.
Was that before the Big 12?
Maybe.
I think 98 would have been the Big 12. So that was probably like Jaworski Lane was on the team. And it ain't happening anytime soon. A&M could go like 5 decades without winning their conference.
Well, they
crazy.
could add a couple of championships or something like if you think about like the way that it's a 12-team playoff. So if you think about like 1999, if there was a 12-team playoff, they might have made the playoff.
Yeah.
So you should probably put that up on the stadium. That's what A&M likes to do.
Oh, they do that. Yeah.
They do that.
But like
1994 is when
it's
the
crazy
Big 12
how like they were
started.
good in the 90s. It was like Texas A&M were both good schools at football. And then the 2000s hit and A&M just made the wrong hire after the wrong hire every single time for the last, 34 years now?
You could look back to a single, minus the Manziel years.
When's the last time A&M had a good coach?
Kevin Sumlin when he had Manziel, but it was really Manziel.
But someone was a bad coach. You look at his whole career, he had 1 year. Or like a year and a half with Johnny, and Mike Evans was there, so basically saving their ass out of everything.
Ryan
The rest of
Tannehill,
it, he
they were
was
pretty
awful.
mid.
Mike Sherman, former Packers coach, was awful there. Every coach, Jimbo was supposed to be the savior. Jimbo had a lot of success everywhere he went in his career, and he went to Florida State and won a national title. He gets to A&M, has top-ranked classes, which they still sign great players, and then they just – it's like the end of Mac Brown's turn at UT. Great players, zero development.
That's true. Yep.
They just don't develop players anymore, and it's crazy because you're Texas A&M. You're in Texas, and you're not the liberal UT school. You should be able to recruit and be really well in Texas. They just can't do it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like when Texas schools aren't good at football, it makes zero sense to me. I'm like, we've got Texas high school football. Just pick those players.
I don't hate it when A&M's not good. 1994 was when the Big 12 started. They played their first, they formed in 1994. They played their first season in 1996. So A&M did win the Big 12.
I want them to be good again because I want every year, and it'll still be crazy. UT versus A&M, rivalry games like that. Somebody could be ranked first in the nation against a team that's not ranked. Throw the schedules or the rankings out. Like rivalry games are always nuts. And it's gonna be good to have that back. But God, A&M, you got to figure it out. You got to get good.
Did Texas State win?
Texas State did win.
Okay.
Did not cover. Played very poorly. So going into the game,
if we're power ranking the Texas schools, like Texas college football schools, we got to do it based on record, obviously. And then I think we had to look at it based on did you cover. UT, dominant cover.
Yeah.
So they're one. UT's the best team in Texas.
Did Baylor?
Don't know.
I know SMU, I think they won, but they did not cover.
We don't count them because they're Dallas.
They did not cover.
That's
I had
Oklahoma.
the over in that game. They just decided they didn't want to score.
They're not there. Then Texas Tech won? Let's put them two?
I think so, yeah.
Did Rice win? Rice didn't win.
Texas State should have covered too, dude. They went up like 14-0 real quick and then pulled the starter for the entire second quarter. Like the coach said going into the game, we're going to play all 4 quarterbacks because we're playing a D2 school that we should dominate, and then just didn't score for like 2 straight quarters.
Okay, so you know what? If they played a D2 school, we can't give them full credit. So UT number 1.
A win's a win, baby.
UT number 1. Texas State didn't cover, so we can't put them number 2.
We'll put them like 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. Sam Houston did win. They beat an FBS
Rice,
school.
right?
They beat so Rice, that moves them down. So Sam Houston did cover because they were underdogs. They were underdogs, covered easily.
Well, you know what? We got to put you above Texas State then because you guys covered.
So it's UT, Sam Houston, and then U of H didn't win. U of H didn't win, so they can't. So that's probably Texas, Sam Houston, Texas Tech, Texas State.
Yeah. And then a bunch of bitches.
And then Baylor. I don't know what Baylor did, but we're just going to assume they played nobody and won.
Yeah, usually
that's fair.
Fair assumption.
That's fair. All right. And they have religion on their side too, though, so it's kind of an unfair advantage. That's why I always feel like Notre Dame should not ever be number 1 because it's not fair that you have God playing on your team too.
I don't think you have to worry about us being number 1 anytime soon.
Bragging about having a 12th player, kind of cheating. And the fact that you cheated and you still lost.
Their stadium is so loud and they can't win there.
Turns out it's the guys on the field that play and not just people screaming that have been drunk all day.
Great stadium, though.
So can we make this a graphic? Yeah, the top 5 teams in the state of Texas after week 1, Texas, Sam Houston, Texas Tech, Texas State, Baylor.
We got to make sure Texas Tech actually won.
No, we don't. That's the best part about the graphic. We'll just put the graphic out tomorrow. Be like, what the hell?
They beat Abilene Christian.
Nailed it. Oh,
by 1 point, 52-51. We got to drop them down. They gave up 51 points to Abilene Christian. So yeah, Texas State is 3rd.
Dude, we got a couple weeks.
I got a top 3 team in Texas, baby.
We got a couple weeks, and we're gonna have a top 5 matchup at NRG Stadium.
It's gonna be sick. I won't be there, but it's gonna be sick.
If UT stumbles, who knows? I want to toss the coin. I want to see if I can get that done.
Dude, do it. Push for it.
I'm gonna push for it. We have some connections at the iHeart building that I was asked to do it a couple of years ago for the Sam Houston SFA game. I might do it. I want to see if I can play that card again. I don't know. And then I want to do the worst coin toss. I want to go viral with the coin toss where I just sling it.
Flip it like 30 feet in the air. It lands
Throw
10
like
yards
frisbee,
behind you.
yeah.
I like how I said 30 feet and 10 yards like they're two different numbers.
That works. But yeah, college football. Let's talk college football. Also back this week. Sorry, football's back, and we're just excited. Okay. Also back this week is Taylor Swift.
Ooh.
Taylor Swift is back because I didn't see this until I came in for work today. The NFL released like a season preview video where it's just like getting you hyped, and Taylor Swift was in it like 5 times. Dolly Parton was in it. They were in it more than a lot of NFL players, and people were like, "What the hell?" And I replied,
"Well, Dolly's fine. You can never have enough Dolly
because she's in Cowboys shit. So fuck her."
Yeah, but it's Dolly.
Honestly,
she's a national
I'm out
treasure.
on Dolly. I'm out on Dolly.
This might be the end of the podcast. I will not. Well, I'm not standing. I will not sit here.
Tune in next week for
listen.
why I've been sitting on a hot take that I'm really going to go off on next week. I didn't think it was
your hot take. You love or you hate big boobs?
No, Dolly Parton. I'm out on Dolly. And then my other hot take that we're going to focus on next week is that Heath Ledger's not that good of an actor. So just get ready for that.
Turn in next week to
get ready for that.
Watch me yell at Alex.
I'm going to perfect that take. Just get ready for it. But Taylor Swift's back. Everybody was mad that she was in it more than NFL players. I do not care because I did not watch that video if I hadn't had to watch it for work. I watch football. I don't really care about hype videos unless it's my team.
True.
If you want to throw Taylor Swift in the Giants hype video, I'm fine with that. I don't care. What I did realize is they put it in there because they were like, all the girls like, oh yeah, football's back, honey. Football's back. Taylor Swift, she's going to be at the game. So this is a little life hack, fellas. A little life hack for you for football season. Since Taylor Swift is still dating Travis Kelce, your girl may be wanting to watch some more football. All right, maybe she's gonna be a little bit more lenient with you getting the remote on Sundays. If you got to ask for the remote, the life hack for you, just tell her every game that you want to watch is the Taylor Swift game. Like, Taylor's gonna be at this game. No, she actually got in her jet and she flew from New York to Pittsburgh. She wanted to go to the Steelers game too. Well, is Travis playing? No, but like she knows a lot of Travis's friends are going to be there. She's there because she wants to watch. She's scouting for Travis. She's helping him out. And then your girl, but okay. And then she lets you watch the game. And then when she's looking for Taylor Swift, she's like, I can't believe they're not showing her. And then same thing. She's flying to the Sunday night game. You know she's got that private jet. She's not shy about flying that around. Just say this is the Taylor Swift game, babe. Babe, this is Taylor Swift. Babe, this is Taylor Swift game. Taylor's going to be on.
Swifties won't fall for that though. They know where she is at all times. But actually, maybe not.
No,
because they hate the flight tracker.
All you got to do.
So they probably won't use the flight tracker.
All you got to do is come up with some crazy like mumbo jumbo of like, well, really, if you look at the score was 17-10 and 17 minus 5 is 13, which is Taylor's favorite number. You know how many minutes it takes to get to the airport at LaGuardia? 13 minutes. You know how far the flight is to Pittsburgh? An hour and 13 minutes. Huh? And she'll be like, you're right. Maybe she is. Maybe she is going to be there. Just throw some crazy math that doesn't make any sense. She'll bite. She'll bite.
Are Swifties the number one conspiracy theorist on the planet now? Because every time, like, Taylor could sneeze and they would be like, okay, get on the forum. Let's figure out what that sneeze meant.
Good question. I feel like alien people still up there.
That's not a conspiracy, though. Aliens are real.
There's a difference.
It's mathematically impossible
right,
that we're
but
the only life.
I'm not saying aliens aren't real. I'm saying that everything you see that flies at all is not always an alien. And I think there's a lot of people that they look up at the lights all night and they're like, what's that? What's that? Like, that could be,
That's
could
a plane.
Be a plane.
That's
it could be a
plane.
blimp. It could be a satellite. It could be a star. It could be a comet. It could be a lot of things. Well, we don't know. We don't know. The government's not even speaking about it. I watched Joe Rogan, and this guy said this.
Well, we don't know in Houston because there's light pollution and we can't see the stars.
Right. But yeah, just tell your girl that Taylor's going to be on at every game you want to watch. Hey, this Giants-Packers game, Taylor's going to be at this. Well, Travis isn't playing on the Giants or the Packers. That's fine. No, she's going to be at this. She's going to be at this. She knows.
I think I heard that they're toying with starting to do in-season halftime shows. So online they're saying that Taylor might pop up at this game.
That's the rumor. The rumor, babe.
And just do that for every game, yeah.
Yeah.
Just gaslight your girl, dog.
And then just be shocked, and like also you have to remember to be equally appalled that they are not showing her on TV. This is fucking CBS trying to just silence her. This is fucking it's the lamestream media, babe.
Well, don't push too hard on that because then she might be like, we're boycotting the NFL.
No, because you can't silence Taylor, so we have to support her by watching it, even though they're not showing her. Yeah, I felt like you were like. I
got a tickle in my throat today. As you guys can hear, I'm a little nasally. No, I'm just trying not to cough on your microphone.
That's cool. That's a cool move.
Considerate.
It's a cool move, Pat.
Very mindful. Very demure.
Very Demi Moore. Very Demi Moore of you. But Taylor Swift is back, and yeah, let's not get upset about Taylor Swift this year, guys. If your girl wants to do football with you because Taylor Swift is involved in it, we're winners. Everybody's a winner, right?
But she might also want to ask you questions during the
That's
game.
fine. Save it for commercials.
They don't do that.
For Taylor, they will.
The opening snap. Who's that? Oh, God damn it. God damn it.
Taylor said to save it for commercials.
Just print out the depth chart for her before the game.
Yeah.
Who's that? Consult the paper, babe.
I mean,
The left tackle.
You don't have a girlfriend, but like,
Thanks.
I wasn't talking shit. I was trying to like, does anybody else like for baseball, do you prep Sam for like, the Astros got Josh Hader. We're really excited about Josh Hader. He's the new closer. I think that he's going to be really good this year. Like, did you prep her for like the new guys? Like, I've told Emma all about Malik Neighbors and how excited I am, and that like I do expect him to be a Hall of Famer. I was like, you know how good Odell Beckham was? It's going to be better than Odell Beckham. So like, there's no negative side of me saying that to my wife at all. But like, I've let her know who I'm very excited about this year. Do or die for Daniel Jones. Like, do you do that at all for the Astros with Sam?
Not at all.
She just has no clues on the Astros.
Yeah.
She's just happy for you.
Because we don't watch the games like on TV at all. Because I can't. So we only go to a couple games a season. So there's no point in really like telling her all of these players if we're only going to see them 2-3 times a season.
mean, I usually go to the bar to watch the Giants, so she doesn't have to watch them. But then I do watch the highlights, and now my daughter does watch highlights. We've watched a lot of Malik Neighbors highlights.
Watching film.
Film, yes, watching film. You're right. But yeah, no, I've told him all about like the Giants' offensive line's improved. We worry about our secondary. We got a new defensive coordinator, like all of this. And she's like, I don't care. I'm sure she just tuned it out. And if you asked her, she should tell her Malik Neighbors. I know that.
Do your football talk right before bed so you can pick, babe, I'm just trying to help you get to sleep.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Float that by her. And she'll like, well, that will probably just annoy me as I'm trying to sleep.
Not a bad idea. All right, what we got next for Comeback Kid? Eating shit is back, fellas. Eating shit and telling people to eat shit, because there has not been any eating shit this week, but there's been a lot of telling people to eat shit, because there was a Florida State fan that was very mad after they lost to Georgia Tech on week 0 in Ireland 2 weeks ago. And then prior to last week's game, he was like, look, I guarantee you Florida State ain't going to lose 2. They're not going to start 0-2. No chance. If they do, I will eat dog shit.
I believe he said out of a red Solo cup with a spoon.
Out of a red Solo cup with a spoon. And they lost to Boston College on Monday night. And then he deleted his Twitter.
Twitter, Instagram,
all
everything.
Of his stuff. And the internet, being the internet, which
is in an uproar. Which
I love about the internet. Like, I didn't know who that guy was. But I saw it at halftime. I saw that tweet. I saw people reposting it, be like, this guy's going to have to eat shit. Hey, this guy's going to have to eat shit. And then he deleted it because he realized, oh, shit, people are going to expect me to actually do this.
Just an absolute coward.
I'm going to just delete it. And then I love, like, that's what the internet is for. We need to use the internet for, like, this kind of bullying. Not to bully somebody with special needs. Not to bully somebody because of their sexuality or their race or anything like that. Not to bully anybody for other stuff like that. To bully the people that are like, I'm going to eat shit if this team loses, and then when they lose and you don't eat shit, we're like, where's the guy eating shit? Make the man eat shit. And that's what the internet's enraged about this week, and that's why I love the internet. It's so the worst, best place in the world.
The fact that everybody from every fan base could come together and be like,
nope, you got to eat the shit,
this
dude.
guy has to eat shit.
You can't say it if you're not going to do it.
And if you're not going to do it, you can't delete everything.
You can't.
You have to, like, keep it and then just wear it and be like, I'm not doing it.
You just block everybody.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, and then just go on a block spree. Everyone will just be constantly tagging him all season long. You got to eat shit.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm not doing it.
You can't watch the Seminoles ever again. Like, until you eat shit. I feel like that should be a rule.
You got to find some, like, obscure Polynesian food that, like, in the language it's written, like, what is this? It's shit. It's like a chicken dish. Put it in a red Solo cup. You got to find a loophole that way. But you said you were going to eat shit, and you need to eat shit.
Or
did he
like,
say dog shit?
I thought he said dog shit.
He might have said dog shit.
But I think that, like, isn't there that coffee that's like, this is from this animal that shits out the coffee beans after it eats it, and it's like really expensive coffee that people pay a lot of money for. Like, just be like, I'll buy that. It's shit coffee.
Or like eat haggis. It's like sheep's stomach, but you know what comes out of the stomach? Poo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm eating the poo lining.
Yeah, you can sidestep it a lot, but you got to do something.
You got to do something.
And you got to do it. Like, you have to have done it by now, and he did not do it, and that is what makes the internet so perfect. Just be like, where's the shit guy? Make him eat the shit.
I hope everybody he works with is like, dude, you need to eat shit.
Oh, I hope so. His boss is like, you better not fucking come in till you eat shit. I will not allow you to clock in.
I will not have liars in my company.
Look,
we are
dude,
a company that stands for integrity.
What's a Florida job? Publix. Publix is not going to allow a man that will not eat shit and then come work in our deli. You are not welcome back into Publix until you eat the shit. All right?
Gator wrestler is the first thing that popped into my head.
I was trying to think what's something that's based in Florida, and I was like, I know Publix is big there.
Well, the first thing that popped in my head was just like
strip club employee.
Meth head.
That's not an occupation.
Well, I mean, they steal copper, and that's how they get money.
Okay. Still not an occupation.
Copper thief.
Not a job. It's a thing you do.
I mean, if that's how you get all your money.
Fair. That's fair.
What do you do for money? What's your job? Same thing.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Like, job is clocking in, but what you do is just like, yeah.
How do you pay your bills with a job? Well, how do you pay your bills? I steal copper. That's a job. It's not a conventional job. It's not a legal job. There's a lot of illegal jobs out there.
That's true.
People do it every day.
That's true.
We used to have bookies everywhere.
Yeah. All right. Fair. You win that one.
Yeah.
You win that one. I'll concede. On that one. But yeah, eating shit is back. So moral of the story is don't say you're going to do something and then not do it.
Because your football team will break your heart.
Which also brings me to the point, like,
also in your quarterback's DJ Uiagalelei, who had one good game in his career.
If by week 4 of the NFL season we have not gotten our pass to,
I'm not eating shit.
You have to eat shit.
I'm not eating shit.
I think you have to eat shit. I think that's fair. Robert, do you not think that's fair? He's already got it. All you have to do is live up to the bet that you've lost already, and then you don't have to eat shit.
Yeah, you need a motivator.
You have 1 week or 1 month, dude. You have a whole month. It's 30 some odd days. Every month, I don't know how many are in September.
Not eating shit.
Well, then, all you got to do is get a tattoo in the next 4 weeks.
Here's my promise. I promise you I will not eat shit. So I guess that means we got a month.
Chat. Let us know. Not Pat.
Is anyone out there
not Pat,
an amateur tattoo artist?
Should Pat have to eat shit?
Wants to give us free tattoos?
If he does not get a tattoo in the month. I think it's fair. Just, hold your feet to the
I didn't
fire.
say it wasn't fair. I just said I'm not going to eat shit.
Well, then just get the tattoo. Very easy.
I'm going to end up eating shit.
The gauntlet's thrown down. The gauntlet is thrown down. Week 4. If week 4 kicks off in the NFL and we do not have pass the gravy tattoos, you have to eat shit.
I'm going to fucking get in every tattoo parlor's DMs.
You just go to one. I don't think you had, we're not getting, a big piece.
Oh, I know.
We don't have to, schedule out this thing. We can just walk in and be like, hey, give us 2 of these, please.
Oh, I know, but I'm trying to get them for free, dog.
Again, free tattoos are usually not the best way to go.
Which I think would be better if these aren't the best tattoos.
No, but it's on your body forever.
Yeah.
So you want it to be as good as it can be.
I mean, I've never historically taken care of my body, so why would I start now?
Because they look really shitty if you get them done by somebody that's not good at it.
Funny. It's 3 letters.
Oh, you're gonna get? I was gonna get the logo.
I was thinking probably PTG with maybe the mic.
Yeah, I was just gonna get the logo.
Okay, maybe we just do that.
I mean, you can do whatever you want for your PTG tattoo.
I think we have to get the same tattoo.
We don't have to get the same one. We just got to get a Pass the Gravy tattoo. Because David's is the state of Texas with Pass the Gravy in it.
But David's not on the show.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still have.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, whatever.
We've been saying that for fucking 6 months now. We'll figure it out.
We'll definitely figure it out now because week 4, there's kickoff. Is that third? Well, you know what? I'll give you Sunday. Week 4, Sunday. You don't even have to do it before the Thursday night game. We can go Friday.
Oh, I was going to push it to the last possible moment anyway.
But we're going Sunday. Well, no, it's not.
We're going to meet each other somewhere before the Thursday night game.
It's really got to be Friday. It's got to be that Friday because Saturday, college football, Sunday, all morning leading up to it, we're going to be betting.
I'm just going to show up at your house with a knife and some ink.
Nope. Not self-tattoos. Not self-tattoos.
Just a sewing needle.
But yeah, if anybody is a tattoo artist that is listening to this, hit us up. We would like to.
Or amateur that needs practice.
Not that one. An actual tattoo artist.
That's why I want to just PTG. It's kind of hard to fuck that up.
We would like to just bring you a stencil. You got to do that. You don't got to do too much work except just stenciling it in. But if you could work with us, we'd love to give you some free ads. Some free ads. We will still pay, but we'd like to give you some free ads for doing that. All right. Next up, we got Joey Chestnut.
The GOAT.
Not eating shit. He's eating hot dogs.
He's the GOAT of goats.
And he's eating the record amount of hot dogs. He had 83 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes against Takeru Kobayashi, who had 66.
Which is crazy to have 66 hot dogs and still get stomped.
Fuck you, dude. Don't go at the king.
America, dude.
Come at the king, don't miss. Dude, USA all day. You
he
think
had
you're
his
out eat
time.
the USA? Get the fuck out.
He had his time 15 years ago.
Fuck out, dude. You know why we haven't seen him play at the 4th of July hot dog eating contest? Because he's going to lose.
He's scared.
He knows. Joey Chestnut got to do it inside, though, so it wasn't stale buns and stuff, and just 83 was absolutely ridiculous.
But they also
I forgot
weren't
about
dunking
it.
them.
I saw people talking about it, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to go tune it in. And I tuned in 2 seconds into the start, and it was close for maybe minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then Joey just went to another level and was like, you're not getting it done. And Takeru Kobayashi's doing all this trying to maneuver his stomach. If you watch The True Life with him, where he talks about how your abs are in charge of all of this stuff, which I'm not saying he's wrong, but he has a whole system where he eats the hot dog, has to suck his stomach in and do all this weird shit, and Joey's just hot dog,
2 hot dogs,
hot dog, 83 of them, fucking insane.
The most dominant athlete of all time.
The GOAT.
More so than Secretariat.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut than Secretariat.
Secretariat did it 3 times?
Joey does it all the time.
He's 12 years in a row?
And then the contest that we know him for when he's not there. I did watch it because I'm a patriot. I'm a fucking patriot. But it was not the same. And it's like, oh, cool. Well, remember the guy that ate 70 some odd hot dogs last year? We're going to have somebody that's not him, and he's going to eat like 50.
Which is still a sick
Which
number.
is still a lot, but like, you're not Joey Chestnut. Those ain't Joey Chestnut numbers.
God, just what a great American.
We'll never see anything like this again in our life.
I want him to be president someday.
I would vote for him.
Just he goes to like these foreign banquets in other countries, and he just like eats the entire.
I'll take your best.
Everything that's on the table.
I'll take your finest dog, please.
No.
Hot dog.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Hot dog. Your finest glizzy.
I would just like to see, that picture of like him and the other foreign head of state sitting at a table, this massive spread in front of him. And instead of like talking to the guy, Joey's just shoveling food into his face.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Like, what a way to establish dominance on another president.
Yeah, you can't really come back from that.
Like, imagine if he did that in like Macron's face. I'm going to eat 30 crepes in front of you in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, Macron would have no idea what to do. But yeah, Joey Chestnut's back, so congrats to the GOAT. Also back, possible Gravy Award winner later this year, Death of the Year, Toby Keith. I do not like Oklahoma. I have no reason to not like Oklahoma other than the fact that I think it's Dallas.
They're state traders.
Might as well be Dallas.
Their team's full of Texans that are playing in Oklahoma. You're a state trader.
Oklahoma did have their entire motherfucking stadium sing Toby Keith courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. And
it's a banger.
That is the greatest song ever written. It was absolutely electric. I showed it to you before we started the podcast. I don't know how you didn't see this beforehand because I watched it like 100 times over the weekend and I was like feeling a little down. A bet wasn't hitting. I'd be like, fucking put it on courtesy. Put the OU version on. And it's like any stadium sing all of the song rocks. But when it's Toby Keith, rocks even harder. And I know he was like an Oklahoma guy. So that's the one negative about Toby Keith. We can forgive him for that. Oklahoma.
Everybody gets one.
Cool move. Cool move. You should do this every year or every game now. Like if you do this every game, you will go undefeated.
Yeah, I mean it's still not as cool as Tom Petty's song
I think it's cooler. It's a cooler song.
Yeah, but it's in Oklahoma.
We'll put a boot in your ass. And you're like, we're literally going to go put a boot in your ass on the football field.
Oklahoma, if they were smart, they would have been doing this since that song came out.
They should have.
Like, they waited for him to die. Florida didn't wait for Tom Petty to die. They were honoring him in life. That's why that one's cooler.
I still think Toby Keith is the best. But yeah, shout out to Oklahoma. So Toby Keith is back. Up for Death of the Year. Up for Death of the Year. But he's going to have to fight off O.J. Simpson. I don't know. Crazy deaths.
We got a battle in that one.
Crazy deaths this
year. We got a long way to go, too.
Yeah. Next up, and the final comeback kid this week is Dogs. Man, did you see this bullshit about Kirk Herbstreit's dog? Why are people hating on Kirk Herbstreit's dog? He brings his dog Ben. Great name for a dog. We always say that a person name is a fantastic name for a dog. Ben is a A+ dog name. Kirk Herbstreit does college game day, then he gets on his jet and flies to wherever the game he's calling that night and does it all the time. He takes his dog Ben, a golden retriever, and he's a good boy. He's funny. He hangs out. He just chills. And then they showed during the broadcast, the A&M broadcast, Kirk Herbstreit and Reese Davis are talking, and you can see his tail kind of going back and forth. And people were like, "What the hell is this crap? What is this? Like, how do you get mad that there's a dog in the fucking booth?"
Dogs are like
I was like,
dog is always good.
Look, it's Ben. It is Ben. Like that's what I thought when I saw it. I was never at all like, this is ruining the broadcast. Because if you think a dog walking into a fucking screen is ruining a broadcast, get the fuck out of my face.
Right? When he laid down at their feet and was basically like pushing what's his name, Reese Davis way off to the side.
Yeah, he was just taking a nap, dude.
He's just being a good boy.
If anything, get him a bed, but like, I don't think Reese Davis gave a shit.
No, because he was like, dog here, dog good. Me like dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
Robert probably hated Ben.
I would be fine if they had a Ben cam in the corner of the screen of the football game the whole time.
ESPN Plus that. Like, let me go watch that.
Oh, like I'll watch his like how ESPN2 will have an alternate broadcast with like all the analytics and shit on there.
Just put a camera on Ben.
Yeah, a little
so we can see whatever he sees.
Ben cam on ESPN Plus. I would watch the shit.
Sometimes it's just him napping. He's just laying sideways on the floor, and you're like, all right, this is the floor. He's napping. Sometimes you see him just wandering around.
Every week, do like a charity counter, and like people can donate money, and every $10,000 that it raises, somebody walks out and just starts petting Ben.
They can save homeless pets while doing that.
Ooh, yeah. For the ASPCA, that'd be a good one.
You hate pets if you were upset about Ben. Nobody that I knew was upset about Ben. I think Robert would have been hysterical, probably, if he cared about college football. Like, this guy is brave. If Robert Ford brought his dog and you could hear like the dog's tail swishing, would you just lose your mind during an Astros game? Like, I can hear this dog swishing his tail.
No, not at all. If it was like on the level of the A's drum beat, I didn't like that. Get
That's
that?
fair. That's fair. But like, it's a dog.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he never barks.
Yeah, he's a really good dog.
He's a very well-trained good boy.
You guys, when I had,
He's an older boy. He's 10.
when I had working internet at my house, you guys would hear Wheezy every week.
And everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Because dog.
Right. It's dog.
Everyone online just outing themselves as cat people.
Yeah. Just
Someone's like, he should be playing with other dogs, not stuffed in a studio. I'm like, he's sleeping the whole time. That's what dogs do.
Hey, Knowles fan 4842, shut the fuck up. Go find your shit guy and get him to eat shit.
I wonder if they let him meet the A&M dog. Was it Reveille?
I hope not.
I hope they did. I hope dog met dog.
You don't want to taint him.
Sniffed each other's butts.
Try and be incorporated into some weird cult.
I mean, Kirk wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, I hope not. He's an
But, I hope they bring him to Georgia, and I hope he meets Uga.
Uga, yes. Revelry, no.
But Reverie's
a very good dog, I'm sure.
Beautiful dog.
And the funniest thing about Revelry, all right, I'd be fine with the meeting because Revelry, I forgot the people that are in charge. Is it Core Cadets is in charge of her? And if Revelry wants to sleep on your bed, you have to sleep on the floor.
0% chance that would happen with me. I'd be like, I'm going to get a bigger bed.
Well, you wouldn't be a Core Cadet.
I wouldn't.
I like that rule though. Like,
I'd be
this
like,
is the school mascot. The school mascot sleeps where she wants. If she wants to sleep on your bed, you can sleep on the floor.
The dog probably is on the bed because it wants to cuddle. That's animal abuse, actually.
Oh yeah,
like the dog jumps in the bed and you're like, oh, guess it wants to be alone. No, it knows you sleep there and it wants cuddles.
Great point. All right. So dogs, they're back this week. Let's not get mad about dogs. All right, fucking chill out. All right, let's get into the not cool segment brought to you by littlemshop.com. If something happens to you throughout the week that makes you say that's not cool, all you gotta do is hit us up on Twitter. We're at PassGrayPod. Use the hashtag PTG not cool. Vent. It's a little vent sesh for us. All right. At PassGrayPod, hashtag PTG not cool, and then just 3 to 4 words, or 3 to 4 sentences, like what made it not cool? You know, did you stub your toe? Did you get run over by a truck? All varying degrees of not cool, but kind of paint the picture for us. There's a lot of things in life that are not cool. One of those things will never be a Little M air freshener. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. They got the best air fresheners on the planet. They're also your home online for retro-inspired tchotchkes. They got the Fresh to Death scent, the Little Ice scent, and the Miami Beach scent. You can get the rad design, the out-of-this-world design, and the floral wallpaper design. Way cooler than any stupid little tree you'd have hanging on your rearview mirror. You get free shipping when you spend $10 or more, and you're going to get 10% off your order when you use our promo code PTG69 at checkout. That's PTG69 for 10% off your order. And free shipping on orders of over $10 or more at littlemshop.com. They got customizable keychains, cool prints, stickers, and customizable stickers as well. They got compact mirrors, other digital prints as well. If you're looking for retro-inspired tchotchkes, go to littlemshop.com. Hit them up on Twitter. They're at littleemtweets. On Instagram, they're at littleemshop. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. If you get anything from them, take a picture of it. Send it to them. We'll tag us too. We'll give you a shout out on the next podcast. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, we're gonna do this is one listener viewer submitted not cool.
This is a massive one.
But we got it from like 7 people. So when I looked at PTG not cool, it was like multiples of this. So I'm going to incorporate all of them. Todd Voss. Wait, is it Todd Voss? Yeah. At as_scene_by_TV on Twitter. I think it's Ashley. I think Brandon. I think Ryan. I can't even remember everybody else that had it, but there was a ton of you guys and gals that were hitting us up with this one. Apparently, I don't get ABC, Disney, FX, and other channels now because of DirecTV. That's what Todd says his not cool is. And I guess last week
it started
their
like
contract
an hour
expired
before LSU versus USC.
So you were
the
watching
channel
it.
just went out right before the final college football, or I guess not final because Monday there was one, but the big standalone Sunday game.
That's not cool, man. And I hate when, like, if I'm paying for a cable subscription or I'm paying for any sort of service and you're like, well, you got to call your cable provider because they're not going to renew their contract. I'm like, no. That's not my responsibility. I pay you so I can fucking watch TV, bro.
I'm going to cancel my shit.
Watch TV.
The only reason I have it is for sports channels. It's the only reason I have cable. So you take away half of the sports channels right as football season's getting going?
I'm shocked Xfinity has not done this a lot. I feel like Xfinity would be like, we actually don't have any more contracts with anybody.
Well, they did it a couple weeks ago with the Rangers. They stopped showing Bally Sports, but that only lasted like a week.
They brought it back.
Yeah, it was a quick one.
So I was watching the Yankees on it last night.
Yeah, it was a quick one. It was only, like I said, it was only like a week and a half, but they got it figured out. Hopefully, I don't have high hopes for this weekend, but hopefully by next weekend they figure out the contract.
What the fuck, dude? It's opening week. Honestly, like, it's DirecTV, like, ever since Sunday Ticket left, you've been shit. And by you've been shit, I mean I've never used DirecTV except for Sunday Ticket.
Yeah.
And like satellite TV, like, you know what is bad about that? Rain. I mean, Comcast, they're gonna make sure you don't have any.
You'd think they would have figured out the technology by now.
It's like I went to a bar to watch. It was the year that the Rockets lost to the Warriors, where it was like you thought they were gonna do it, and Chris Paul got hurt.
Yeah.
And I remember I was at a bar and it started pouring down rain, and all of the TVs just did that, like, we're having a signal interruption. It was like, are you fucking serious? Like, you don't have a backup plan for the NBA, like the Western Conference Finals?
Nope.
You don't fucking have a backup plan for this. You didn't think like, hey, forecast showed rain. Like, maybe have one TV that's not attached to just the satellite that's going to go out immediately.
I mean, that's got to be why Sunday Ticket pulled from DirecTV. Like, if it rains, people can't see.
You could do the digital version of it, though, and that's what I did. I never subscribed to, like, DirecTV. I didn't actually have, like, a satellite. I just was like, I can log in and then watch this one thing.
My parents had it, and I just used their login.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And if that's your situation, that's fine, too. That's bullshit, though. That, like, right at football season, you're going to not give us this shit? Fuck you. And then don't try and put it on, like...
It's malpractice.
Don't give me a chore to call my fucking people and be like, hey... It's Alex. I was just calling here, just wondering if maybe you could sign a new contract with ABC.
That, like,
okay.
Really,
well, Alex called.
There
Let's
should be no fee cancellations after that. Because otherwise, like,
I'm not. Just don't pay your bills.
You should
do not pay your bill. Like, that's my new thing. I'm not paying bills, or I'm calling and I'm getting shit.
Report them to the Better Business Bureau. That's who you should call. Like, listen, I signed up for this service so that I would have specifically these channels. I've got 800 channels I don't want because they make me have them. And then they just take all the channels that I need to watch football?
Yeah.
That's malpractice.
We're not paying bills in 2024. When they fuck with you, don't pay it. And I know there's rules against that, but just say no. And then if you keep saying no, what are they going to do? Turn it off? But you can't watch that shit anyways.
That's a good point.
Oh, cool. I wasn't going to be able to watch football anyways, so fuck you.
I don't know how bad that's going to hurt your credit. You guys just stop paying my cable.
Fake your death.
Or just do the Chase Bank fraud thing and get a bunch of money.
Oh, I saw that. TikTok kids.
It's crazy how many people don't understand fraud.
Like, they don't realize, like, have you never deposited a check where you take a picture of the check and you put it in the thing? They're like, wait, no, you can put any number and it gives it to you. It's like, no, it doesn't.
So, like, I can write a check from this account for $10,000, withdraw the money or transfer it to another account and then close that first account, and I'm scot-free.
That's what
they don't have.
The TikTok kids are showing you. Like,
they
you
don't
can
have
just
my
take unlimited money. It's like if they
name, address, social security number, all the shit that they need to track me down. And banks are notorious for not really caring about losing lots of money. So I guess I could see why they would think that it would be okay.
Yeah.
But now the best was just all people's videos afterwards, like, why does it show I'm negative $10,000? Oh. Like, well, I hope you didn't spend all of that $10,000. You could put 8 of it back in there because your dumbass probably went and spent $2,000 right away.
And that's why you don't take financial advice from TikTok.
Yeah, or just be able to spot obvious fraud.
Do you think
like there's gonna be a lot of people going to jail for this?
You know how the Chinese government, they say, is like behind TikTok?
Yeah.
I don't know, people say like, well, you can't trust it. That's why we're trying to get rid of it because the Chinese are trying to do it. Like, do you like? I'd like to think like if China's trying to run some kind of like campaign against the U.S., like that was one of them. They're like, we fucking got him.
You're going to put them further in debt.
Guys, you know how you can just deposit a check? What if we tell these fucking idiots that they can just put any number if they write themselves a check and it just doesn't matter? Like, that's fraud, right? Like, yeah, but they're so stupid they won't know. And then they're like, holy shit, it worked.
It's payback for America being $1 trillion in debt to China and just not paying.
That's how they tank our economy.
They're like, okay, now instead of going after the government, we're going to go after all the people.
A bunch of Gen Z kids just thinking they're fucking Chipotle.
I was smart.
The banks.
I didn't go to college because it's a racket. Oh, but I did fall for this thing where now I'm $10,000 in debt and it's going to take me 60 years to pay it off. They figured out a way to make them take out a college loan without taking out a college loan.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
Now
you didn't get the education and you're in debt. Great.
Chase Bank is out so much money that's going to take them decades to recover.
No, the government will just buy them back.
Probably. Does the government bail out stupidity?
I think they bail out banks and car places.
Yeah. So yeah, they will just do the banks again. Like, we can't have this. The government's going to give them all the money back and absolve the debts of the people.
Like, really, what we got?
Stupidity is not a defense. Ignorance of the law is not a defense.
But that's the big worry is that I don't know about you, but I lose sleep at night being I hope the banks have enough money. I really hope that the banks are making money.
Yeah, I worry about the banks.
That's really what I care about the most. Anyways, solid not cool, guys. That is bullshit by DirecTV. Fuck them. And if you would like to go scorched earth on them, just tag us in some of this shit, and I will
remove your satellite dish and shove it up their CEO's ass.
You want us to skull fuck DirecTV? We will. Hit us up on Twitter. You know our ats. Alex J. Middleton, not Pat Dion.
We'll get after him.
I can shoot some strays that way. I've been shooting strays at Comcast for years. I can shoot some strays. DirecTV.
You are basically a pro at yelling at companies at this point.
You don't even want to know how much credit I got right now, too. That credit game works.
I hate
that credit game fucking works, bro. I'm going to pay no money on my bills now.
God damn it.
It's pretty great.
I need to stop being lazy and just go do that.
Dude, just watch the show.
My main one, the box keeps it'll freeze for 5 seconds.
Do it. Yep. Call
it comes right back.
Every time. But every time it'd be I'm not getting the service I paid for. I'd like to be credited for a day. You cut your last bill in half or divide it by 31. That's what they have to pay you. And as long as you can break it down for them, they will pay you that. If it goes out for a second, be I did not get the full service. When I wanted to use it, it was not able to be used. Okay. Do it again.
I'm more likely to eat shit
you'll
than
have to
make
wait
that
on
phone
hold.
call.
But I did it Saturday. I was watching the Boise State game. I can't remember who they were fucking playing, but I was watching Boise State and I just had it on speakerphone. And I was hey, what's up? It's Alex. Yeah, this isn't working. No, it's been pretty bad. It's been in and out all day. And they're like, okay, we'll give you a $15 day credit. I was like, let's go, baby. So fuck Comcast, fuck cable companies. Really? Fuck cable companies. Last not cool from you guys and gals this week is Alex O at Alex McThunder1 on Twitter. He says his not cool is showing up to lunch and seeing that they have a cash only sign when you don't have cash.
I hate that.
If you knew it was cash only when you went, that's on you. But most places are not that way now. Most places frown upon that. They want you to be cashless. COVID kind of ruined cash, I feel like. But when you go somewhere and you're I'm just going to get my lunch. You're on your lunch break too. Cash only. Fuck.
I don't carry cash.
I do carry cash.
But normally I'll have $9 in my wallet.
I'm always scared I'm going to go to a bar and I'm not going to have money to tip. So I always have a couple of ones and then 2 5s usually.
Yeah, it's good to have. I just never do it.
Ideally, a 20, a 10, a 5, and 5 ones would be the ideal walking around money.
I hate when people have the Apple Card. Can you manually enter it? If it's not swiping, I'm well, there's no numbers on it. And our computer here says Amex, MasterCard, Visa, and Discovery. There's nothing for Apple Card on here.
They do look cool, though.
But remember when metal credit cards used to mean something? It meant it was a high roller card. Now it's just
well, now they gave everybody that so they can feel special.
It's dumb. But I always do in my head play the scene from American Psycho. It's Paul Allen's card is black on black. Oh my God.
You can get custom cards now, right? Just get a custom black on black card.
I don't even care. I just fucking use the same card.
Yeah. That sucks, dude. Cash only when you're not expecting that.
And you're hungry?
Yeah, and now I got to figure out another plan, especially if that's what you were excited
about.
It
took me 30 minutes to decide on tacos, and now I can't get tacos.
You can always get tacos, but you got to go somewhere else now.
Yeah.
T's and P's, dude.
Sorry that happened to you, buddy.
I'll go first. My not cool is not so much with something that has happened. I have my front right tooth right here. I chipped a couple of months ago. I was drinking out of this very water bottle, and right on like the biting surface, the metal hit it. And
I would have thrown that bottle away so fast.
Oh, dude, yeah. It took a while. I had to just put it away for a little bit, but so like the biting surface has like a groove in it, so it's like straight. There's like a little U, and then it goes back down. So I'm kind of just chewing, like biting into stuff with my left front tooth, and I have like teeth anxiety. Anxious teeth, I feel like, where like everything I'm doing now, I'm like, please don't let anything touch my mouth. Please don't let anything touch my mouth. Please don't let anything touch my mouth. Where I'm so scared that like
a woman at a college party.
My like tooth is gonna get cracked, or like, and it's your front tooth. Like you can't hide that. Like if it's your back tooth, you can I'll just chew on the other side until I get that fixed. Like if it happens on a weekend, I'm fucked. I gotta be Ty Domi for. If you caught that reference, congratulations.
I might have been the only one.
But yeah, I got to be a hockey player, just walking around with one chiclet out the whole time, and then you got to get a fake. I don't know if they can just fix the biting surface on your front tooth. I think that's got to be like a veneer. So that seems expensive.
Like that. Yeah, it is going to be.
Luckily, I have insurance. My daughter doesn't, but I have insurance. Thank God. But then is that going to be one of those, this is a cosmetic, so we actually aren't going to cover that because my insurance isn't good.
Well,
so
it's not cosmetic because it's my mouth and I can't chew food.
That. But yeah, it's you can't really see it if you're watching, but I can definitely feel it. And like every day, like my tongue is just running across like the biting surface, and just picture the biting surface where it's just like a U up there. So like I'm so scared if I bite a chip with this, or if anything like that happens, like I've got anxious teeth, dude. I got anxious teeth, and I hate it. And that's really just like as I'm talking, I'm so scared. Like, don't let the mic hit your tooth. Don't let the mic hit your tooth.
You're scared of drinking cold things?
No, because it doesn't like hurt. Like it doesn't hurt me. It's just like I'm scared of making it worse. Like, I've like pushed it to like I think as far as it can go without it like being damaged. It's like this is doable, but like now I've just got to deal with it for the rest of my life or until I figure out that I'm gonna get.
Sorry
fixed.
that happened to you, buddy.
Anxious teeth is really my not cool. What do you guys got?
I got as everyone has probably guessed from the way that I sound this week, since like Sunday, I thought I just got allergies out of nowhere, which is weird because I don't have allergies. I never get them. But I was at my buddy's house on Saturday watching Notre Dame A&M. So then started Sunday. It was all mucusy and like it sucks. So I was like, oh, maybe his cat. Maybe I got it from his cat. But like this is my buddy that I house sat for not long ago. I was petting his cat. I didn't get anything then. I think I just have some sort of like sinus infection or something.
Oh yeah.
Because like some people at work, and I never get sick. My GM's all excited. He's like, pet sick, because I never get sick. So he loves it when anything happens to me.
Drink whiskey?
I haven't had any whiskey in my house in like a couple weeks. I've just been trying to save money and not boozing, and that's the problem. So I gotta I don't know if I'm gonna have time on the way home because I got a fantasy draft at 7:00. I might not even have time to get some medicine.
DoorDash.
I keep putting it off. I mean, and so like I picked up stuff from Walgreens yesterday. Like yesterday I got like
I like though that you gestured towards this table that has nothing
my
on it.
My backpack's down there behind it, and the pills are in there.
So I've been taking nothing. I got nothing for it.
I got allergy medicine yesterday, and I took it, and it helped a little bit, like, but not really. And then today I just bought more mucus, so I'm like doubling up on the pills. But like they've got antihistamines in it, so like my eyes are like whoa, like. The way I put it to somebody at work was it's kind of like I took the pill from Focus where I can see everything, but like I'm not focusing.
Adderall.
Pretty much. But like it's only so like I'm just sensitive to light and like kind of drowsy half the time because I'm just shoving pills and I'm not used to pills. So like it's fucking me up and I don't like it and it sucks. But I'm just going to keep doing that until hopefully it goes away. Like this morning I felt fine. It started to get a little more nasally as the day went on.
Yeah.
I could just feel like a blockage of like just phlegm and mucus in the back of my head. Like I felt it in my ears a little bit today too.
That's not.
I was like, this is stupid. Just like be better.
Yeah.
Like come on, body.
Just
You
knock
fought
it
everything
off,
else off to
dude.
this point.
It's football season. It can't be less than 100% of football season.
And it's not like I'm not sick at all. I don't feel bad. It's just annoying, and I've got a bunch of mucus, and every once in a while, like my nose gets a little runny.
That does suck.
And so it's super annoying, and I hate it, and I want it to go away.
T's and P's, bro.
Thank you, buddy.
T's and P's. Mine's actually a lunch-related question, just like Alex O. Normally before the podcast, I always make myself something to eat, so I'm not hungry during this. But I had to be up here at the office a couple of hours before we recorded, and I thought, afterwards I had a meeting, so after the meeting I'll be able to grab something from like this deli that's on the same floor. I went in there; they closed at 2.
Dude, I did not know that.
It was like 2:30.
Oh,
They do have like gas station refrigerator style thing where you can go scan yourself out, but like it's not like the deli food.
Yeah,
The deli food's pretty bomb here. Mm-hmm. They got the fucking tit Cuban sandwiches.
I was gonna say it looks good. I've only ever seen it closed, but it looks tasty.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they closed that early. So now I'm hungry. My stomach's been
That
growling.
is
I don't
the
know if
worst.
Pat, you've heard it. I know it doesn't come through the mic, but I'm not sure if you
That's how I was this morning, dude. I was starving like that. Luckily, I work at a restaurant. I just started eating.
I got a pancake cup if you want it. You just go put a little water in it. It's like a Kodiak pancake thing I have for breakfast in the morning if you want it.
No,
Go heat it up, buddy. 1 minute.
I'm all right.
You'll be eating in no time.
Now you can just brag to everyone back. Yeah, I fasted yesterday. For how long? Like 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm fasting.
You look svelte.
Yeah, you look great, dude.
I appreciate that.
You look great. Rockin' bod, dude. All right, those are our not cools. At Pass Gray Pod, hashtag PTG Not Cool. If you'd like to share you're not cool with us, that's the best way to do it. Don't forget about our YouTube channel. I know we talked to you guys about it a little bit before, but if you're listening to us, go hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. Hit play on that. Help us get some clicks over there too. If you're watching us, hit play on the audio version as well. But if you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go subscribe to it and then go leave a comment on the YouTube video. You guys did a very, very, very good job. Gravy Gang left us, I think it was the most comments we've had in a very long, and this year maybe on a video last week. So go comment, just say random shit, dude. And if you want to comment 100 times, comment 100 times. It helps us get our video out where it pushes it out and more people can see it when more people comment on it. So if you want to go spell, like, give us a Robert Feline, but type out every letter individually, that helps too.
Just type the alphabet one at a time.
If you want to type the alphabet, but then make sure you do LMNO as one letter. LMNO.
Yeah.
P. Somebody do that.
LMNO.
If somebody can do that uninterrupted, we'll give you a Gravy Gang 2024 shirt that's available at PassTheGravyMerch.com. That's a nice little segue into our ad. PassTheGravyMerch.com, the merch store. We don't ever have a Patreon. I was watching Louis C.K. giving somebody shit the other day. Not to eat because it wasn't a Florida State fan, but he was getting him shit for putting stuff behind a Patreon, and the guy was like, "It's $1, dude. It's just $1 a month." He's like, "You're gonna read an ad and then make me go to a Patreon? I'm not doing that." No. It's like, we don't do that, man. I understand that money is tight for a lot of people. This is a free podcast. I always want it to be a free podcast. We have advertisers, and then we have a merch store. And if you want to help us keep the lights on, if you want to help us pay the web hosting fees, if you want to help us keep Robert around, Robert's editing all these videos that are great. While you're watching us on YouTube, that's because of Robert. If you like to keep Robert around, PassTheGravyMerch.com. You don't have to pay anything. If you'd like to pay for something, you can get a t-shirt. You can get a hat. You can get some shorts. You can get the PTG Icy shirt. I love all the Pass the Gravy hats. The Pass the Gravy dad hats are dope. The Gravy Gang Sun shirt, that's awesome. We need to come up with a football theme to Pass the Gravy something. We'll work on that. We'll brainstorm that. But PassTheGravyMerch.com. We are not going to ask you for money. If you'd like to support the podcast, this gives you some cool shit to wear and rep the podcast, and it also helps us out as well. PassTheGravyMerch.com. PassTheGravyMerch.com, the official sponsor of the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right. Answers. If you got any questions, we have the Precome segment where we get to ask all of our dumb questions, all of our thoughts that we have on our mind. Like, where's Summer Sanders? We asked that today. If you got any thoughts like that, if you want us to power rank things, we're the best at power ranking things. Just give us 5 similarly related things. We'll power rank the fuck out of them, and we'll do so excellently. If you want relationship advice, you want parenting advice, you want fitness advice, how to get over a cold, hit us up. At PassTheGravyPod, use the hashtag PTGAnswers. You can also email them to us, PassTheGravyPod@gmail.com. That is how you reach us. PassTheGravyPod@gmail.com. Make sure you just put PTG Answers in the subject of that. But we prefer you hit us up on Twitter, at PassTheGravyPod, hashtag PTG Answers. A lot of people say like, but I don't have a Twitter. Just make a Twitter. All you have to do with that Twitter is just create an account. If you go to the account one time a week and you send us the not cool or the answers, that plays. That's all you got to use it for. And just make your Bible like using this for Pass the Gravy only. That's it. That's it. It's awesome. We'll give you a shout out. At Pass the Gravy Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. First question this week. This made me very excited when I saw it. I kind of jokingly threw this out, and by jokingly I mean I was really hoping somebody would do this. Brett Brandon, at Price of a ZJ, says, what color is the number 4?
So when I read this the first time, I don't know why, immediately the first thing that popped in my head, blue. And I feel like people would think I would go green because Brett Favre's number was 4. Grew up watching that every week, running around the field with green. I think what it is, though, the reason my brain goes blue is Jonathan Moxon.
Oh.
Yeah, from Varsity Blues. When I see 4, I just see blue. I don't know. And that's the only thing that makes sense to me. That's why. My brain just has that dumb connection. So I'm going 4 is blue.
Dude.
Which is weird that like that's the quarterback that my brain goes to and not the Packers. But it just, I can't explain my brain. It just does weird shit like that.
See, so I tried this with other numbers as an exercise. But I went Brett Favre. Brett Favre is 4. Brett Favre in that white jersey, the green 4. 4 is
it should be.
And that not only the number 4, I think Brett Favre gets the exclusive rights to that specific way of 4. Cause
I agree with that.
Cause let me if you're not watching, go watch. If you are watching, go watch again. This is like the way that most people draw 4, not how jerseys do 4.
No.
Brett Favre gets the jersey 4, and the jersey 4 is the right one that you're looking at on the screen right now. It's the right.
The one closest to Alex.
Yes, the one closest.
For some reason, it's.
I was just making sure it wasn't flipped. But yeah, the jersey number 4, the Brett Favre specifically, that is green.
That's his number.
That is green without a doubt.
He owns that number. Maybe he can sell it back to help pay for some of his crimes.
Yeah,
but he does own that 4.
So I think 4 is green. You think 4 is blue. What color is 4, Robert?
Can you see this light right here on my board?
It's like yellowish.
It's yellowish? Okay, that's the color 4. I thought that was red.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Like
it green?
It's like halfway between yellow and orange.
Robert is colorblind if you're new.
It's
so
orange.
Pink, green, blue.
See,
that's orangey now.
This one's red.
That's orange-ish, yellowish.
Yeah, it's more yellow than orange, I think, but it's almost creamsicle is what I would say that color is.
Yeah,
that's what color 4 is because that's the 4th headphone thing.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
Fair enough.
But
definitely not red.
I could do a whole bit on this. Just like every week somebody asks us what color certain things are. Numbers, words.
Oh, yeah.
But like numbers, colors, I love that. Because it's like the math question or what color are these folders? Like there's no right answer.
Or
but
what
like
flavor colors are. We could do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, those are pretty straightforward though.
Right. But like numbers are easy because you're like, what? I don't know.
Numbers don't have colors.
Ask us
colors
what color
do
things
have
are.
tastes.
I like saying what color things are. So great question, Brett.
Yeah.
Great question. Keep those coming. So yeah, yellow, blue, green. That's it.
Roy G. Biv.
Exactly. That's exactly what that
Skipped
means.
a bunch of them in the middle.
That's fine. That's fine. We got to it. Next question we got. This is from Brandon Davis, a.k.a. Texas Cat Daddy, at A Stream of Cream on Twitter. And Brandon says, when you kill a spider, are you really just playing a small part in reinforcing the process of natural selection and thereby making future generations of spiders harder to kill?
Only if you kill a spider that then erupts into lots of little baby spiders because it was pregnant. If you kill a spider and babies don't run out of it, no, you just killed a spider. It doesn't have any toughness to pass on at that point. But if you smash a spider and shit tons of little babies came out, well, you killed the main one, but the babies didn't die because they're already tougher.
And now they're pissed.
Yeah.
And now they're pissed. They just lost their mother or their father.
I don't know how spiders work.
Yeah, I don't know how spiders work either. But I absolutely think this plays a part in reinforcing natural selection, and it makes spiders harder to kill. I think that's why we don't have radioactive spiders anymore. Have you noticed that? Nobody's been bit by a spider and turned into a superhero in a very long time.
Very long time.
Very long time. So that's one thing. Spiders have figured out, hey, we shouldn't be radioactive anymore. These humans are going to be able to fucking have our powers, and then they're going to be able to do shit with it. They've also gotten like venomous now. They've gotten bigger, scarier looking. Like they've evolved because they're like, we can't die all the time. We're too easy to squish. And I have spiders in my house, so like I feel scared when I kill them. I'm like, I hope your friends didn't see that, because like, I don't know. And like,
You should hope that they did send a message.
or are they all gonna be like, now we gotta go get this guy?
They might crawl in your mouth.
Because like spiders, like roaches, you like, yeah, they live places you can find them. Like mice, you can kind of find where they are. You don't know where spiders are. Spiders can be anywhere.
Dude,
They can be anywhere.
just out of nowhere, all of a sudden there's a web in the corner of your ceiling.
Like, wow, how'd you get there? I was watching TV all day yesterday. I didn't see any of this.
They're tricky little bastards.
They are. But if you have a spider problem, hit us up. We do have a very, very reliable guy, Francis Vicente Ocho, a.k.a. Frankie Ocho, and his associates. If you have a spider problem, maybe I need to hit him up and just be like, yo, dude, can you get these guys out? And he'll be like, all right. Hey,
You got squatters in your
look,
house.
pal.
You need to get rid of them.
this is my friend Alex. You guys need to clear out over here. Go next door. Go downstairs. Go across the street. I don't care where you go. Can't be here.
I'll give you one opportunity to leave. If you don't take it, well, guess what? Now you can't leave.
Look, it'd be a real shame. Something would have happened to you if you stayed too late. Get out of this guy's fucking house. That's all I'm saying.
That might be the phone call you got to make.
All right.
Let Frankie take care of it.
Yeah. But
And he will take care of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Killing spiders is just reinforcing natural selection, and like they're getting stronger when we're killing them. It's like what is antibiotic resistant like
Diseases.
illnesses. They're
Yeah.
like, now we know how to fight the antibodies, whatever it is. Fucking, I'm not a
This
doctor.
herpes is
This
too
isn't
strong.
a doctor show. You know this. You know it's not a doctor show. Great question, Brandon. Great question, Brandon. You threw me off there because Brett Brandon and then Brandon. The great question, Brandon Davis. All right, this is a good one. JP Aguirre. This is third, fourth time he's written in the last couple months. But he played the game. He realized that I'm going to realize it's football season. This plays. JP Aguirre, JPA, says, power rank the worst things about football. Power rank the worst things about football. He gives us injuries, bad calls, the new kickoff rules, sexual/domestic assault charges, and then the Dallas Cowboys.
So one is the worst?
The worst is 1.
Okay.
5 would be the least worst.
So I'll go 1.
No. I think we go Robert first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's let Robert do this.
You're a big football guy. We
Yeah,
know
big
that.
big football guy here. You can't get me to stop talking about football. I'm going to go sexual domestic assault charges
1?
as my number 1.
Okay, good. That's a good one.
It's the worst thing about football.
Good one.
Number 2, I'm going to go bad calls,
Okay.
especially when they screw over your team.
Yep.
You don't like that? I'm going to go Dallas Cowboys number 3.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go injuries number 4 and the new kickoff rules number 5.
I don't hate your rankings.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I'll go next. I got
Well done, Robert.
sexual domestic assault charges 1.
Okay. That's bad.
It's very bad.
I mean, I disavow anti-domestic and sexual assault here on this podcast.
Number 2, I'm going to go injuries.
Yeah.
I hate to see it happen when it happens to one of your guys.
Yeah.
Screws over your fantasy team, screws over your real team. It's awful. Hate to see it. 3, I'm going bad calls. Because
Solid.
there's no excuse. You're a professional. Make the call. You got instant replay. Make the call. Get it right. 4, I'm going the new kickoff rules. I like them. It's going to cause more kickoffs, I think, more returns. So it's going to happen. And I'm putting the Cowboys at 5 because people are going to be like, oh, fuck the Cowboys. Yeah, fuck the Cowboys. This doesn't say the Cowboys fans who are the annoying ones. The Cowboys themselves, I like them because they're run by a geriatric dude who doesn't know what he's doing
point.
anymore. Their head coach is a fat moron, and they lose tragically all the time, making the fans sad. So I actually kind of like the Cowboys for that. Because
Yeah.
the Cowboys are the ones letting down the fans and torturing their lives. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I think JP thought this was going to play out differently.
Yeah, he
JP
thought we were
was
all gonna go
wrong on
Cowboys
this one
1.
too, because I'm going to go number 1. I'm going to go bad calls. I'm going to go bad calls number 1.
Wow.
Yeah, no, hear me out. I'll explain. Bad calls are the worst. Is
They're
there
so
anything worse than when your team loses because of a bad call?
I probably should have put that too.
Like Giants Bills last year. I think about it every day. We had it was a pass interference in the end zone. We should have got an untimed down on the 1 yard line. Saquon would have scored a touchdown. We would have beat the Bills.
I still think about the Bush.
Might have made the playoffs. Bush
Notre Dame USC in like 2004. I still think about it.
Yeah, little things like that. Bad calls, like they leave. There's no worse feeling that leaves a bad taste in your mouth than when you lost. And like, it's nice to have a bad call to play. We lost as a fucking ref, but like
Saints Vikings.
You can only say that for so long, and then like you just sound like a little bitch, and like you're just mad about it. You're just stewing about it, and you can't fix it. Bad calls are the worst.
Yeah, because there's nothing you can do, so it just hurts.
2 is injuries because it takes away everything.
Yeah,
like you can have a great team. You're like, well, the Astros at the beginning of the year. What the fuck? They're all injured. That like same like when you have a football team that just can't stay healthy. That's the worst. Quarterback can't stay healthy. I was blessed with Eli Manning for years.
And then you have to watch bad quarterback
everything
play.
else. Yeah, maybe you get Tommy DeVito for a week, but after that, it fades. It fades.
We get a year of fucking Zach Wilson at quarterback when Aaron goes down. Ugh.
So yeah, injuries is 2. Number 3, sexual and domestic abuse.
It's a little low.
Domestic assault charges.
Little low.
It is low. No place in football. Very bad. If it was like the worst things to happen, that would definitely be number 1. Worst things about football, that's not about football. That's about outside of football. So it's like
football adjacent.
It's football adjacent, which is why I put it after everything. Like obviously you don't want Ray Rice on your team, but like Ray Rice didn't do that on a football field.
Yeah. And
Ray Rice didn't do that
God,
on a
must suck
football
to be a
field.
Browns fan.
Yeah. Kareem Hunt. That sucks.
I was thinking Deshaun.
For him. Deshaun too. Bad guy.
Yeah, bad guy.
Michael
Real
Vick,
bad guy.
very bad guy. Very bad guy. But he
don't
did his
hurt the
time.
puppies.
He did his time.
He did his time.
He did his time. So yes, sexual and domestic assault, bad, very bad, disavow 100%, but lesser related to football than the other 2, which is why I put them 3rd. 4th, Dallas Cowboys, fuck Dallas Cowboys, but they
Fair enough.
do that to themselves, which makes you happy.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I get like one of my favorite days every year is when the Dallas Cowboys lose. That's my like when they get knocked out of the playoffs, or
you're welcome
when they're eliminated from like Jordan Love just beating the doors off of them last year. Okay, like that's kind of fun. I hate it a lot of times. Like week 1 last year, I didn't like the Cowboys at all. It was the worst, but they fucked themselves over every single time, so that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. And then number 5, the new kickoff rules. Yeah, I don't care. Like, I think it's going to create more stuff. We're going to get over it. And like,
we haven't even seen him yet, so we don't know.
We have in preseason, but we're going to get over it when the first time your team runs a kickback and you're like, hell yeah, this is awesome. I hope we do this every time. That's absolutely what it will
see
take.
Dudes getting jacked up because they're actually returning it.
Yeah. But like everybody that's like, this sucks, when your team returns it, you're going to make this rocks.
Like, oh, you're right. This sucks. Seeing them actually do something is way worse than just kicking it into the end zone for the 1,000th time in a row.
Like, assuming Pat doesn't have to do the extra punishment and eat shit, by week 4 of the NFL season, no one will care about this.
No one.
It'll be weird, but
You'll
then
get
we'll be
used to
over
it
it.
quick.
We'll get over it. So yeah, bad calls, then injuries, sexual/domestic assault charges, the Dallas Cowboys, and the new kickoff rules. Those are my priorities. That was a really good one, JP.
Mm-hmm.
Keep those coming, dude. You've been knocking it out of the park. On I'm gonna add JP to Answers Questions Asker for the Gravy.
Hell yeah,
he's deserved it in the last month or so. Brandon Whitehead. 3 Brandons. We have Brett Brandon, Brandon Davis, and Brandon Whitehead now. Brandons are dominating the Answers segment this week. Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead on Twitter says his question is: school crossing guards, child traffickers?
Ooh.
Are school crossing guards child traffickers?
Or are they child trafficking facilitators?
I would say they are child traffickers, but like the best kind of child traffickers.
Yeah.
Like not that there should be a good kind, but if you had to be like good kind of child trafficking, that's it. Because it's not like sexual. It's not
child
malicious.
trafficking navigators.
You're just you're trafficking them like, hey, walk here because it's safe. Go to there where your parents are. That's also safe.
You're trafficking them safely.
It's
so
safe.
Yeah, they are child traffickers for sure.
It's still child trafficking, but it's the best possible kind of
So
child
if you have
trafficking.
kids that go to school and you see the crossing guard, wave at them and say, hey, thank you for being a good child trafficker.
Thank your child. And then film that. Film that interaction too and send it to us. I'd like to see that.
They'll love that.
I'd like to see that. Yeah. That was a good one. I really like the way your brain worked on that one, Brandon. Josh Tree Caudle at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter says, "Is the USA a spinoff of England?"
For sure. But it's one of the rare instances where the spinoff is way better.
Yeah, it's absolutely the best kind of spinoff.
Yeah, like England was cool, but like America just better.
Like taxation without representation. Got rid of that. Football. That's cool. Soccer thing. We're going to call it soccer, but then we're going to make a cooler version of football. We're going to kick it off, and then we're going to punt it, and then we're going to kick field goals, and then the rest of it, we're just going to throw it. If that's cool. We made it better. The Office made it better. Teeth made it better. Food made it better. Not Losing Wars made it better.
Frasier was a spinoff of Cheers. Frasier was great.
Yeah.
Love Frasier.
So the U.S. is the most successful spinoff, I would say.
Without a doubt.
Of all spinoffs. Robert, you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
100%.
All right. Great question, Josh.
Hell yeah.
Great question. Last question of the week is from Raymundo Benavides at Kmundo B on Twitter, and he says, he says, is the food you pick out of your teeth with floss considered leftovers?
It depends on the time. Like if you're eating and like you finish eating and you immediately pick it out, no, because I'd say that's still part of the meal. If you do it like me, where like an hour and a half later, you're like, what's in my tooth? And you get it then, that is definitely leftovers. And you're like, ooh, more steak.
I think it's leftovers no matter when.
But it's not left over if you clear it out immediately.
Well, it was
didn't
left
get
over,
left.
but if it was left over, it's just not as late leftovers.
I can't agree with you on this one. I think you got to wait a little bit before it's leftovers.
Because I think if it's stuck in your tooth, it's kind of like your tooth is just holding on to it as a leftover. It's like, hey, check this out.
Like if you order a pizza and you eat a bunch of pizza and you're like, all right, I'm going to put this away. And as you're like putting it into a different container to put in your fridge, you eat the rest of the pizza.
I think that's a leftover.
That's not leftovers because you didn't leave it for anything. You just ate it.
Yeah, I'm with Pat on this one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I get your logic. I'm not
Yeah.
saying your logic's wrong. I just think like if the pizza example specifically, like if I was gonna put my box of pizza away, had to put it in like a Tupperware thing, I'm gonna eat a piece.
But like
that's like it's been sitting out on the counter for a little bit. It's usually not like right away.
Well, if it sat for a while, yeah. I'm talking about like you just finished eating and you're like, ugh, that was a great steak, and you start picking your teeth and get food out of it. That's not leftovers.
I feel like if you gotta do the work to get it out,
still
that's
sitting there.
leftover. Because leftover
you haven't
is,
even gotten up.
but you're not picking your teeth or flossing while you're eating, so it's leftover
I do.
after the meal.
I do.
Yeah.
Because as I'm eating,
I got outvoted on this, so you guys are right on that one.
Damn right
but,
we are.
I get what you're saying. I just feel like yes, I would say it is always leftover. And the people that think it's gross to eat what you floss out of your teeth, like it's in your mouth.
Yeah.
Is your mouth gross? Maybe.
I get it. It's
but
kind
your
of gross.
mouth.
I'm going to do
it's
it
your
anyway.
mouth.
I'm kind of gross.
Yeah, it's your mouth. Like, okay. If that's the breaking point we've got, then we probably had a billion other breaking points before that.
Oh, long before that, yeah.
Like, this was not the final straw
For sure.
for me, if that's why you think I'm gross.
For sure.
But yeah, great questions. Great questions all around. Great power rankings. I've loved this one. I hate that everybody that does DirecTV can't watch that. If it makes you feel better, my cable's been out for like a month and a half. So we're sporadically out. It goes in and out, which is bullshit and just as frustrating. But yeah, T's and P's to everybody that's experiencing that with DirecTV, and also fuck you Comcast. I'm at Alex J. Milton. Pat's at not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. We are at Pass Agree Pod on all socials. Please go subscribe to us. Leave a bunch of comments on the YouTube. It helps us out a lot. I really would appreciate it. And like the thing, like our videos, subscribe, share us with a friend. Do all that stuff. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts. Just continue sharing us with friends. Share the memes. Comment on the stuff. It really helps us out when you guys do that. And I mean, we're not really asking for too much. I feel like you guys are the best. We love you guys. Let's do random celebrity to wrap it up.
In honor of football season, I'm going with Rob Lowe because of that random just NFL hat that he wore a couple years ago. So Rob Lowe, remember that? He went to some football game and it was just like the NFL logo on a hat, not a team.
Rob Riggle, because he's the new Frank. He's the Frank Caliendo.
Oh yeah,
Fox.
great one.
And he
Riggs.
He was the play-by-play guy for the Joey Chestnut
Nice
thing.
Nice.
I'm going Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, Rob Riggle,
And Rob Lowe.
and Rob Lowe. Lady Gaga, Rob Riggle, Rob Lowe. Here we go. Jesus of Nazareth.
God.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ is in here.
What a deep pull from that.
And why call him Jesus of Nazareth? Jesus Christ.
We know who the guy is. Central figure of Christianity.
I don't think that one should count as one of our 3.
No, that's just the one that was
That's
popped
fair.
up.
That counts if you pull it up.
And
like Selena Gomez hit when we pulled it up. That
counts.
can count
Yeah.
as one.
But this isn't official
But if it
poll.
doesn't, then we can do it. It would have counted if somebody had hit it, though.
No one would have said Jesus.
I'm kind of hoping I don't hit
I
it.
kind of want to say Jesus from now on.
I have to pee so bad that if I hit
Satan.
this, I'm probably going to piss my pants. Napoleon
Bonaparte.
Jesus, we're going old school on these.
Ennio Morricone. God damn.
Film
Give us somebody
composer?
we know. Steve
Steve
Carell.
Carell.
All right.
Damn.
Okay, let's do one more.
Jesus of Nazareth again.
What
What are the chances of that crap?
Rebecca Black.
All right.
All right. Cal Ripken Jr.
God damn it. Okay.
All right. We're done. We love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Go Giants.
Go Packers.
Go Giants. Go Packers. Fuck the Eagles and Cowboys. Until we talk to you next time. Pass the gravy, you bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, eh?